Fox News, and President Trump was joined by Japan's new Prime Minister, Sanae Takaichi.
This woman is a winner, so, we've become very close friends all of a sudden because their stock market today and our stock market today hit an all-time high. That means we're doing something right.
They were cheered on by American troops on the USS George Washington. Next, the president will have meetings in Tokyo.
Along the way in this trip, there was talk of Japan buying a new fleet of Ford F-150 pickup trucks, as well as new defense business for the U.S. And from Japan, the president will travel to South Korea, where he is expected to meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping. A lot hinges, of course, on that meeting as far as trade talks are concerned. The president also says he is open to sitting down with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. There's no guarantee that's going to happen.
That's Fox's Doug Luzader. They are praying in Jamaica, fearing the worst, as a monster hurricane moves closer. Melissa's a Category 5 and will hit today.
This is going to be the strongest storm on record ever for Jamaica. Winds overnight up to 175 miles an hour, just barely moving at the north-northeast at 5 miles an hour. A slow-moving storm, obviously more dangerous. That means more time with the wind, more time with the rain. Flooding going to be a major concern.
Fox meteorologist Adam Klotz. Day 28 of the government shutdown. Still no end to the stalemate in Congress over funding. At baseball's World Series, an extra inning marathon that finally ended in the bottom of the 18th.
Freeman sends a fly ball to center field. Varsho's going back before the catch strikes me. Freddie Freeman has ended it. It's a repeat hero.
That was courtesy of Fox as the Dodgers walked off the Blue Jays 6-5 in Game 3 of the World Series to grab a 2-1 series lead. The 18-inning marathon matchup tied the longest World Series game in baseball history.
That's Fox's Joe Morgan. They'll play again tonight. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What your governor is saying about an upcoming special session. Clear radar, 51 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 59. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:02. After calling a special session on redistricting, Indiana Governor Mike Braun gave more insight as to why he's chosen to go that route. Here's John Herrick.
In a Monday interview on Tony Katz today, Braun said he's sick and tired of seeing Democrat-run states like California and Illinois gerrymander to try and gain an upper hand.
They don't want the playing field even. I think once this got to where it goes public, you'll have people getting off the fence, and you're going to see the votes will be there.
Braun says Democrats have not played by the rules for a long time, and he believes Republicans are just trying to even the playing field. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
State Rep Phil Gianquinta says Governor Braun's decision is just a waste of time for real people dealing with real things.
And that's the cost of living. They're worried about health care costs. We've got issues that coming down the pipe there. Utility bills are too high. I mean, there's all kinds of things.
And Gianquinta is urging you to call your state rep to stop this. An 18-year-old named Trinity Shockley, who identifies as a male and goes by Jamie, has agreed to plead guilty to conspiracy to commit murder and a planned shooting at Mooresville High School. Shockley faces nearly 13 years in prison, followed by 5 years of probation, and must continue mental health treatment. The arrest came in February after the cops got a tip about access to an AR-15, the purchase of a bulletproof vest, and interest in mass shooters. Number 2 IU travels to play Maryland on Saturday to face the Terrapins.
They're in the top 10 in the country in turnover ratio. They've got a new defensive coordinator. It's been in the NFL for 16 years, was linebacker coach for the Ravens.
And that's head coach Curt Cignetti telling you all about his opponent kickoff at 3:30, coverage at 2:30 over on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. You have traffic and weather together in 1 minute on a Tuesday morning at 6:04.
At Hendricks, our cancer care
is in the details.
When you are with us, and you have our time and you have our energy.
We have a wonderful team of highly trained oncologists, physical therapists, speech pathologists, dietitians.
Always making sure that the patient is the center of the care.
We have excellent nurse navigation that are skilled at identifying barriers to treatment,
as well as expertise from Mayo Clinic.
It is more personal care than just a number.
Visit hendricks.org/cancer.
As an IT professional, you have the opportunity to guarantee your data security, participate in 100% landfill-free disposal, and have peace of mind with R2 V3 certifications. Technology Recyclers provides guaranteed complete data destruction, 100% landfill-free disposal, and the certification to back it up. Protect your data while saving the planet. Receive a free pickup of your e-waste from Technology Recyclers. Visit tech-recyclers.com. That's tech-recyclers.com.
All right, that's a crash southbound 69 exiting 2465. Ramp is open, a little bit of slow, but no delay here at the moment. And north of downtown, watch out for Delaware south of 30th Street. Firefighters are fighting a residence fire in that area. Expect lots of emergency vehicles on 30th near Delaware and in that area. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have you heard the Staples Easy button is back with even more easy? Press it for custom print shipping services, even passport photos. Staples, that was easy. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Marcus Bailey, which TV meteorologist? What's happening?
Hey, Tony, good morning. It is going to be a quiet day again today. I do think we're going to see more clouds and slightly cooler temperatures as a result. Mostly cloudy today, a high of 59. We'll keep it cloudy tonight. Some isolated showers start to arrive close to midnight, and that will continue through the overnight hours. Cooler to a low down to 46. Wednesday, on and off showers throughout the day. Also cloudy and some gusty winds up to 30 miles per hour. Cooler. Wednesday's high 52. Thursday, some scattered morning showers, breezy, a high of 54. And Friday, Halloween looks dry and quiet, partly cloudy, a high of 57.
That's Marcus. What did you just say about Halloween? A high of 57?
57. 57 and dry.
Yeah, but no one cares what Halloween is like during the day. I mean, that's meaningless.
That's true. Trick-or-treat temperatures probably in like the 50 to 54 degree range, let's say. So, and again, not too windy and no precip, so we should be good. A little cool, but not terrible.
First of all, not snowing, good.
That's right.
Right?
That is right.
I'm just saying, if I have to wear a coat over my costume, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be really unhappy and I might throw a fit.
What kind of costume are you wearing here?
I'm going as Phil Sanchez.
Oh, okay. So you're putting on your wife's jeans, and
right. And I ordered 342 pounds of eyebrows from Malaysia.
Well, that should keep you warm enough. You'll be all
right. By the way, are you a Halloween guy? You a Halloween fan? A Halloween friend? Yeah. But how do you feel about creepy clowns? How do you feel about the creepy clown, Marcus Bailey?
I mean, they're fun. Whatever. I'm not like freaked out by clowns in general, like some people are. But I'm not like a diehard fan. I could take it or leave it. Whatever.
But you're not a fan of the people who like dress up like a creepy clown and try and really scare people and follow them in like parking garages and stuff like that.
And that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I know, but it happens. It happens.
Oh, sure.
So we here at Tony Katz in the Morning News, we're trying to help people not dress up like a creepy clown because bad things can happen. So we've got a series of PSAs.
Okay.
To help with this. And here's one of them as we get ready for Halloween this week.
And now, a public service announcement for anyone who's thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
I'll rip out your eyes and piss on your brain.
This has been a public service announcement for anyone thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
So, yeah, we're just trying to help.
Listen, this is why you guys are number one all the time?
Yeah.
Because... Listen, the people listen to you the whole day. Yeah,
has nothing to do with world-class political takes and nonstop comedy. It all has to do with a PSA we made 7 years ago.
That's right.
Yeah, so I thought. Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist. He's a good man. He's a good man, that Marcus Bailey. Bless his soul. Appreciate you, Marcus. 48 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:09.
This hour powered by Stevenson Heating and Cooling, your American Standard air dealer, serving Johnson and Morgan counties.
So we've got a special session. And I understand some people are upset about this. Those people are wrong. Let's go vote on this thing. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. This is not the confirmation that we are going to have new congressional districts. This is nothing more than the vote to figure that out. Do I think we're going to get there? Yes, I do. Do I think every single conversation of we don't have the votes was myth? Absolutely, positively, I do. Every single person that was screaming this kind of stuff.
You don't have the votes. You don't have the votes.
Was putting pressure on those who weren't sure where they were on redistricting to vote for it. It was the weirdest thing I ever saw. We called it right from the beginning. But people who are desperate to scream things into the social media ether, scream things into the social media ether. They don't care if they're right. They're just angry and, you know, it's argle bargle, look how mad I am. We should do this. I favor it in every way. And I've said so very clearly. Maybe it won't happen. Maybe it'll be they'll redistrict one and not another. Maybe they'll do both. Maybe the vote will come and they'll still say in Democrat hands. I don't know what the result is going to be. I'm talking about the effort. And there have been people who have made the argument, we do this, we don't do property taxes. That's the wrong argument. I will break that down. People saying, this is beneath us, we need to be above this. Those people are wrong, whether they're elected officials or not, friends or not, wrong. The argument in front of us is what is it that America has already experienced, what is it now experiencing, and what processes exist to us, the people, through our representatives that give us opportunity, and this process exists. And the screaming and the yelling from the Indiana Democratic Party is nothing more than that. And silly people on social media is nothing more than that. And even Republicans is nothing more than an unwillingness to fight in the way you claim we should fight. Now it's time to get in some people's faces. Oh, and don't worry. After this, there's a third step. You have to think about the very long game. I have got the story, my interview with Governor Mike Braun. I will share with you in the popcorn moment. Keep it here. Tony Katz, that's me, by the way. I hope you're doing well. 93 WIBC. Good morning. Your next car, your next truck comes from Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield, where they have all the incredible deals. So many good deals are going on right now. Get ready for the end of the year. You can drive off in a new Ford F-150 for 3.9% APR, or lease for $401 a month, or get a new Bronco for just $381 a month. Get more before it's gone, and they've got routine maintenance plans available. Keeps things simple and convenient. And if you ever need service, you just go online. You go to Andy Moore, M-O-H-R, AndyMooreFord.com. You schedule your service. They pick up your vehicle. They take care of it. They bring it back to you. Boom. That's easy stuff. And if you own a business, no one does commercial vehicles like Andy Moore Ford. Pros at servicing your commercial vehicles, from medium to heavy-duty F-Series trucks, everything in between. And they've got the biggest Super Duty inventory in the state. Over 175 Super Duty trucks on the ground and ready to work for you. Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield. Talk to them today about your personal life, about your business life. Oh, yeah, you can talk to them about your personal life. They'll listen. Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield. Andy Moore, M-O-H-R, AndyMooreFord.com.
This is Gary Dick. Purdue is postponing a major expedition at 6:32. Brought to you by IBJ's 2026 Economic Forecast, presented by Fifth Third Bank. Thursday, November 13th. RSVP and reserve your corporate table at ibj.com/events.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew, Horatio, Bear, what are you doing?
Yeah, Tony, looking at southbound 69 crash on the exit 2465. The ramp is open, no delay right now. Firefighters are fighting a fire north of downtown in the Fall Creek Place neighborhood. This is going to be Delaware Street, just to the south of 30th. It's a double residence fire. And yeah, lots of emergency crew response here, so it's definitely a spot to avoid. Again, this is Delaware Street to the south of 30th, a building fully engulfed while firefighters do their thing right now. Traffic sponsored by Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. Get your home ready for colder temps and the holidays. Benjamin Franklin of Indianapolis is here to help. Everything from plumbing inspections, water heaters, and more. Book now at BenjaminFranklinPlumbingIndy.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We, right now, right here, as we speak, 48 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:16.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Severe from Vicks.
Sinex Severe nasal spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Severe instantly relieves nasal congestion and works 6 times faster than nasal decongestant tablets. The 12 hours of relief allow you to get back to the moments that matter without congestion.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Try Sinex Severe from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
What if you had the smartest Wi-Fi? If you did, it'd be Xfinity, of course, and it'd come with their best state-of-the-art equipment. It would boost speeds to the devices that needed them most, prioritizing your most important connections, whether you were streaming, gaming, or gaming while pretending to work. And it would let you stream 4. That's right, 4 games on one screen. It would even power your mobile connection so you could bring faster, secure Wi-Fi speeds with you where you use it most. It would be proactive and fix problems before you knew you had them. Impressive, right? And it would have security features that protect you from threats at home and online. Kinda like a force field for your life. If you had the smartest Wi-Fi, well, everything would work together seamlessly to keep you connected, no matter what. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply.
Groceries, gas, just about everything you can buy comes with a tax on it. No matter what, the government's always there to take their cut of your cash. Your money belongs to you. That's why Congressman Jim Baird joined with President Donald Trump to pass historic legislation to ensure you keep more of your hard-earned cash. According to the White House, Congressman Baird's vote means Americans will receive a tax cut, saving over $10,000 every year. They'll get no taxes on tips for workers, and families will receive permanent increases to child tax credits and expanded child care access. That means bigger paychecks, a stronger economy, and more prosperity across our nation. To learn more about how President Trump and Congressman Jim Baird are saving American families money and putting money in your wallet, call Congressman Baird's office at 317-563-5567 or visit baird.house.gov.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
The unions have had enough of the Democratic Party. End the shutdown, please. But it's them saying it. Go yell at the unions. This I can't wait to see. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. It's not one of the unions I'm as familiar with. This is the American Federation of Government Employees. They're the ones who have come out to say, could you just end this already? Quote, reopen the government immediately under a clear continuing resolution that allows continued debate on larger issues. We'd like for our people to get paid. 800,000 workers, by the way. 800,000. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. We should be clear that the Democrats have lost this fight. Doesn't mean that they'll stop fighting. But in the perception game, As we've said, it continues to be over, and these things continue to look bad for them. They had a bill, Senator Ron Johnson, I believe Senator Todd Young, to pay the troops and certain federal workers, and Senate Democrats are like, nope. At this stage of the game, there is nothing left, right? What does it matter if the fall is going to kill you? When the fall is all you have left, it matters greatly. I heard that as a paraphrase for the first time on the TV show The West Wing, but I know that it has a basis. I'm just not 100% sure of all of it. I always thought it was an interesting idea. When the fall is all you have left, how you fall matters. It's an interesting idea. Is that what we're seeing for the Democratic Party? They've got nothing. They've got absolutely nothing. So they have this and only this. That is a bad place to be, and they are proving it every single day. Then there is this story about ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, that there is a shakeup. Fox News had this story. And the overhaul affects ICE field offices in 8 cities. It's going to replace senior leaders with Border Patrol officials, creating a power shift inside Homeland Security. So this seems to be a fight between Tom Homan, the border czar, and the director of Immigration and Customs Enforcement, Todd Lyons, and Kristi Noem, and her senior advisor, who I did not know was her senior advisor, although I must have known this somehow, Corey Lewandowski, Trump's first campaign manager. I remember Corey from the Americans for Prosperity's Day. Prosperity Days, that's it. It's being referred to as tense and combative. And this is about whether the approach is more targeted on deportation or whether it's more broad. Now, I'm curious as to what is real here. Like where the real fight is, if there is one. Because if the conversation is we're moving too fast and another side is saying you're not moving fast enough, interesting. If we're saying no, we're only supposed to deport these people, I would argue if you're here illegally, you're here illegally. What is it that we're actually trying to get done? So this is more than just the rumblings of a fight between two people. This is about a conversation of strategy. And wouldn't the strategy be dependent solely on what does the president want? So how could they have two strategies within the organization? And how could it not be more broad-based? Now, if you're looking for deportation numbers to be larger every month so you can say, look at what we've done, that should not be the goal. The goal should be effectiveness. And if effectiveness is a smaller number, but you have the people who can handle it properly so it ensures their safety, and then you keep at it, and therefore increasing, hopefully, the number of self-deportations, because who wants to go through the other hassle? Good. That's fine by me. So this is one of those conversations where I don't know if the press has it perfectly right, but I don't think they're completely off base. But we should ask ourselves that question. What is it that we're looking for? I voted for this. I voted for deportation of everybody who's here illegally. Get them gone. Goodbye. A lot of people who voted for Trump would be like, yep, that's exactly what I voted for. But is there a system, a methodology that is better than another one? Scattershot or focus? Scattershot might get you more people, but it might create more strain. Is that necessary? So I want to make sure I understand where the real argument is. But you might hear rumblings about this. In either case, no one is arguing for not deporting people here illegally. So at least our argument is on a better side, for sure. And Amazon, cannot wait to see how this affects the stock price. And full disclosure, I only own Amazon, I believe, in a fund. I do not own it. I have never purchased the stock. If anybody who manages dollars for me has purchased the stock, that would be different. I believe it's in a fund. Amazon, I like full disclosure in everything. Amazon laying off up to 30,000 corporate workers, 10% of the white-collar workforce. This was the Wall Street Journal yesterday. They're not all going to happen this week. It's going to be 10%, and they're going to start going out today. Human resources, cloud computing, advertising, a bunch of other business units. But now everything's fine. If you told me that Amazon was doing some cutting at the top because it got a little too bloated, okay. 30,000? That would seem to me like a lot of bloat and a lot of, we could do this with AI. That's what it looks like. We could do this with AI. 2022, they eliminated 27,000 jobs, and they did that in a series of cuts. So look for that, and we'll look for its effect on the market. Matt Bear has got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matthew?
Yeah, Tony, it's Delaware Street north of downtown. Avoid Delaware between 29th and 31st. Nothing but fire trucks on that road right now because of a double residence fire that spread to another home, and firefighters are on scene. I do see some traffic getting through on 30th where this fire is just south of, but I'm avoiding the area right now because lots of emergency vehicles going in and out of that area just north of downtown. Again, it's Delaware Street just south of 30th. Also looking at inbound 69 crash on the exit 2465. The ramp is open. It's partially blocked. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new catering or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, it's Casey from the Kendall and Casey Show. Join us for a special round of special session talk, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love, guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
You know exactly why you need to remodel that kitchen of yours. The space, it's outdated. You can't move around like you used to. It doesn't work like it needs to. You want to entertain and you want to improve your quality of life. This can happen, just not with the kitchen you have. You need to call Booher Remodeling. BOOHER. BooherRemodeling.com. They can take that old kitchen that's deteriorating and broken down and turn it into something that works for you and your family. Their 5-step design process from start to finish, the consultation, the preliminary design, design. The design development, getting all the documents together and then getting it done. The best materials, the most skilled craftsmen in Central Indiana. Boer Remodeling will guide you through the entire process, starting with the free initial consultation, and they stand behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee. Create that new kitchen. Design experts can use an existing layout or begin completely from scratch. Talk to Boer Remodeling today. BOOHER. BoerRemodeling.com. That's BoerRemodeling.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What Indianapolis firefighters are dealing with right now. Clear radar, 51 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 59. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:30. There is a house fire happening right now on Indianapolis's near north side, near 29th and North Delaware. That is on the edge of the Meridian Park neighborhood. Videos online suggest 2 homes could be involved, but scanner reports say everyone has been safely evacuated. We should have more updates soon. Meanwhile, in Jamaica.
This is going to be the strongest storm on record ever for Jamaica. Winds overnight up to 175 miles an hour, just barely moving at the north-northeast at 5 miles an hour. A slow-moving storm, obviously more dangerous. That means more time with the wind, more time with the rain.
That's Fox Weather's Adam Klotz reporting on Hurricane Melissa. The government shutdown hits day number 28 as President Trump suggests to troops speaking on the USS George Washington in Japan that they might be getting a pay raise with the catch.
But now all we really have to do is get the Democrats to approve it. But they'll come along. They always do.
And last week, both Senate Democrats and Republicans blocked each other's bills to pay federal workers and military members. Democrats say Republicans refused to negotiate on expiring health care subsidies. Amazon is announcing the layoffs of nearly 30,000 corporate workers starting today. The jobs represent nearly 10% of the company's corporate workforce. And you've likely heard that cops have arrested 2 men that they say were behind last week's heist at the Louvre Museum in Paris.
The 2 were known by police for past robberies. This one, authorities say, could have been commissioned. One suspect nabbed at the main Paris airport, ready to fly to Algeria. It's also reported $100 million worth of French crown jewels are still missing.
And that's Fox reporter Greg Palcott in Paris this morning. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. For the second time within a week, an egg commercial production facility in LaGrange County with nearly 20,000 birds has tested positive for the bird flu virus. That according to the Indiana State Board of Animal Health. It marks the 7th case of highly pathogen avian influenza found on an Indiana commercial poultry farm since October 9, and the second impacting egg production. An expedition involving researchers from Purdue University to try and locate the lost plane of Amelia Earhart is being postponed until next year. The university and the Archaeological Legacy Institute said Monday the team continues to await additional clearance from the Republic of Kiribati for the effort. ALI Executive Director Richard Pettigrew said the move, while disappointing, does have a silver lining.
And I think that actually on balance this is a good thing because it gives us more time to prepare. And I think that'll only make this a more successful project than it was going to be already.
Jasper-based German-American Bancorp is reporting third-quarter net income of $35.1 million, up from $31.4 million during the same period last year. The parent of German-American Bank said Monday the results represent the highest quarterly earnings in the company's 115-year history. You're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Today, you either innovate or evaporate. We are accelerating the pursuit of progress. From the foods we eat to the heights we soar, because this is Indiana, the innovation capital of the world. We rally visionaries across industries, invest in connections as much as capital, and fuel our founders from dorm room to boardroom. Fuel your innovation with Elevate Ventures. Visit elevateventures.com.
Indiana University is shaping the future of healthcare with Hoosiers in mind. Advancing discoveries that become treatments for Alzheimer's, obesity, cancer, and rare diseases, and training the providers trusted to deliver them. From the lab to your local clinic, IU powers medical breakthroughs and the talent behind them. Discover how IU is solving what's next at iu.edu/impact.
More than 150 addresses across 30 counties statewide are in line to receive internet broadband access after the latest funding round of the Indiana Connectivity Program. The 15th round of the state grant program awarded more than $650,000 to 10 internet service providers. Terre Haute-based Ambulance Management Services, the parent of TransCare Ambulance, is adding to its portfolio with the acquisition of First Care Medical Services, a non-emergency ambulance transportation provider headquartered in Cincinnati. First Care provides services in Cincinnati, Dayton, and Columbus in Ohio, as well as communities in southern Indiana and northern Kentucky. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.
All right, firefighters on scene of Delaware Street just to the south of 30th Street. This was a hell of a fire, and it sounds like it's mostly out right now, and occupants have been cleared of the building. But this is Delaware, south of 30th Street. Delaware, in the meantime, is just lined with fire trucks around 30th, so you need to stay clear for that. I have seen traffic getting through on 30th Street, but I would avoid that and try 32nd instead. I would avoid the scene entirely. North-south rerouters can use either Meridian Street, maybe Central Avenue, to get around this, or whatever you decide to use other than Delaware. South side northbound 65 slows Raymond into the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or DrexelIN.com today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
48 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:36. We check on sports. Ryan Hedrick, what's happening?
Tony, good morning. It was what they call an instant classic in Los Angeles. It ended just hours ago as in LA as the Dodgers and slugger Freddie Freeman stepped up to the plate in the 18th inning with the game tied at 5 and the series even at 1.
Swing and a high fly ball, center field. Varsho back, near the wall, at the track, gone! Freddie Freeman! A home run to center field. Freeman walks it off in the 18th.
On ESPN Radio, the game lasted more than 6 hours and tied the longest game by innings in postseason history. The Dodgers are 2 wins away from a World Series. The 7-1 Indianapolis Colts, holding the league's best record, play the Pittsburgh Steelers on the road Sunday. Head coach Shane Steichen's offense is firing on all cylinders.
If I had to point to one thing, it's the points. I think just trying to score, every time you touch the ball was a huge part of it. I think the red zone efficiency has been really good.
And the game kicks off at 1 Sports, brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
Press 1 for balances. Press 2 for deposits. Press 3 to scream into the void.
We get it. These days, it's all phone menus and chatbots. But business banking doesn't have to be that way. Bank with Horizon and discover the power of real AI, advisor intelligence. Real people who answer calls, know your business, and go above and beyond to help you succeed. Get started today at horizonbank.com/businessai.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
And it's really important to me, too, why we're getting to do this, is that you get to go be with Bay.
I get to go be with my husband. Simple Quarters was the best option for me because I ended up connecting with Ronnie on a personal level. There was no BS involved. It was simply straightforward, to the point, honesty. And that is what made me go with Simple Quarters.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet, so make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15. Go to DrexelIN.com for details.
Hi, this is Richard Stevenson. Need heating service in Johnson, Morgan, or Hendricks County? Give us a call, 317-557-8532.
Stevenson Heating and Cooling is your independent American Standard air dealer.
The Barry Weiss story is growing. The Barry Weiss story is the story of this reporter at the New York Times. And this reporter at the New York Times realized that the New York Times is just terrible because they don't engage reporting. What they engage in is ideological trafficking, which I don't know if anybody's ever referred to it as ideological trafficking until I just did. But I think that's now how I will approach the subject. This is actually what they do. They don't actually care who gets harmed. They don't care if the truth gets mangled, abused, as long as they can profit. It's ideological trafficking. She noted this and left and started the Free Press. And through journalism, built up a following of people interested in actual news, actual stories, details, etc. Not about party, but about, hey, here's what's going on. Use this information as you will. The success was so great that CBS, Paramount, which Skydance, bought it. $150 million, I believe was the number, and put Barry Weiss in charge of CBS News, which has all the news people, feel the air quotes, the ideological traffickers, much better, nervous. John Dickerson has announced he won't be back at the end of the year. He's leaving. Barry Weiss is now looking at Brett Baer and at Scott Jennings to come over to the network. It's going to take a lot to get Brett Baer to leave Fox. I have to assume that for the anchor chair, the being on broadcast has got to have a serious appeal to it. I have to assume that what he has been able to build at Fox and can have for the next decade is not something you walk away from lightly. That said, a lot of people upset with CBS and Barry Weiss, including how there's going to be an overhaul of 60 Minutes. Look what she's doing. My gosh. You mean actual news, actual reporting, not ideological claptrap, not ideological trafficking. That's correct. That's the win. Barry Weiss is not a conservative, and I do not think she's going to become one overnight. Nor do I think she'll ever actually become one. And that's fine. I've never met Barry Weiss. Good on her. I never wanted to run a newsroom. It never dawned on me as something like, hey, you should go try that. No thanks. That does not seem to be where my ballywick is. But that the left is infuriated by this? They're infuriated that they don't control the sandboxes, that they don't get to ideologically traffic anymore. This is why they hate Twitter so much. And the angrier they are about news actually being about news, information being about information, and an actual free flow of ideas, the better off America is. Good on Barry Weiss. I have no... Scott Jennings you might be able to get. Brett Baer would be interesting. Oh, there's also a conversation whether you should. And I have nothing against Brett Baer. That's a conversation for another day. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This government shutdown is now the second longest in history.
93 WIBC.
42 million people come the end of this week are going to lose their food stamps.
What happens next?
Vote to open the government. This politics of pain has to end.
Happens here.
Hamas says that it is expanding the search for the remains of hostages.
Stay in the know.
Inking a deal to sell TikTok to an American owner.
While you're on the go.
Indiana needs more skilled workers. Schools are looking beyond traditional recruiting methods.
On air, online, and on Alexa.
Hey, if you're looking to sell or buy, now is the time. Call real estate expert Mark Dietl. Troy in Connorsville admits he was a real estate challenge. wanted to sell his home over market value and buy a home near his favorite hunting area with land and no HOA close to town. Mark Needle and his team did it all. They found the perfect new home at a great price and sold the current home in 10 days for $10,000 over list.
And it's the guarantee that separates Mark Deedle from the competition. Mark Deedle guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. No long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. Nobody does it better than Mark Deedle. Contact him today, 317-755-4232. 755-4232, or go to markdeedle.com. That's Mark, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdeedle.com.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Baer, WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
Yeah, Tony, I'm going to stay off Delaware Street north of downtown. We have a large fire. It looks mostly out right now, at least from what I'm hearing. This is Delaware to the south of 30th, and right now Delaware has a whole lot of fire trucks lining the street to the north and south of 30th, so we can't use Delaware Street around 30th. And East 30th Street I would avoid as well. 32nd will get you all the way through. And if you're an eastbound driver, you can take 29th at eastbound. One-way ride has more coming up during the 7 o'clock news here on 93 WIBC. South side, northbound 65, stop-and-go traffic after Keystone Avenue to the south split. That's a construction zone. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or DrexelIN.com today. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
48 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:46.
Pat Sullivan here. I've got a fall lifesaver for you, gutter helmet. You know what fall means in Indiana? Leaves, piles of them. And if you've got gutters, you've got a problem, unless you've got gutter helmet like I do. I haven't cleaned my gutters in years. Why? Because gutter helmet does the dirty work for me. This isn't just a cover. It's a patented system that allows water to flow through while the debris slides off and your gutters stay clear. No more ladders, no more scooping out soggy gunk. Just peace of mind. Thousands of Central Indiana homeowners have already made the switch. Gutter helmet has been America's #1 choice for gutter protection since 1981. And it's been protecting my home every time it rains. And right now they're offering a 15% discount plus 12 months no interest financing. But don't wait. This deal ends October 31st. Call 800-5HELMET for your free no pressure estimate. That's 800-5HELMET or visit gutterhelmetindy.com and never clean your gutters again.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Want to be part of the conversation without waiting on hold?
We're sorry. All of our representatives are still assisting other customers.
Join the Text Club. Direct access to your favorite WIBC show. Text WIBC to 317-239-9393.
So if I have it right, Riley Gaines, the swimmer who was forced to compete against Leah Thomas, who's a man, always been a man, will always be a man, who now is a podcaster over at Outkick and has started a family, said that she wanted to challenge Representative Ocasio-Cortez to a debate. Right? That's how this starts. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What is going on? Good to be with you. You know, we're live streaming over at the YouTubes, youtube.com/WIBC. You should check it out for yourself. It's a fantastic time. Nobody is wearing pants in there. No one. Zero pants, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta love that. This is on Laura Ingram's show on Fox, and this is Riley Gaines.
Here's what I will say. I want to honestly challenge AOC to a debate. She can defend socialism. I will defend capitalism. She can defend removing God. I will defend embracing a biblical worldview. She can defend child sacrifice. I will defend the sanctity of life. Any of the radical, insane democratic policies and platform that they stand for, I will debate the opposite. I'm challenging AOC to adhere.
Now, sure, go ahead. Many people have. Right? There's a couple things at play here. First, I have no issue with Riley Gaines. Interviewed her a few years back. She has created something very great, and she took on a very important fight. Men are not women, and women are not men. And sports, women should be protected. And there are a lot of people who don't want to protect women in sports. They really, really, really hate women. And it's gross. And that happens on a national level. That happens right here in Indiana. It's ugly. Despicable. Riley Gaines goes to speak at a campus and she gets attacked. They chase her through the halls. These aren't good people. These aren't decent people. We disagree, so therefore you should be physically threatened. That's the side that Representative Ocasio-Cortez is on. So she challenges Representative Ocasio-Cortez to a debate. Someone's challenging someone they disagree with to a debate all the time. All the time. Representative Ocasio-Cortez responded on social media by saying, and I would like to challenge this person to get a real job. Oh, my. Was it a real job when you were a bartender? Now, I know. That's immediately where you went. That is the lowest hanging fruit. And that's what makes it all so stunning. As Riley Gaines responded, I have a real job. I'm a mom, and it's the most important, rewarding job in the world. I think if you had a baby girl like I do, you'd understand my positions a little better. Okay. Now we're getting into it. You should get a real job. It's funny, people used to dismiss what Representative Ocasio-Cortez did as a bartender, to which we said right here, a job is a job. Good on you. And so now she's dismissing people like she said it was wrong to dismiss her. And then Riley Gaines comes back with, well, maybe if you had kids, you wouldn't be this way. I have no idea about Representative Ocasio-Cortez and kids. If she can even have kids, I never asked. But wow, this got ugly quick. Representative Ocasio-Cortez thinks it's funny to make fun of Riley Gaines for having to compete against men and losing. I put forth to you that this conversation this back and forth has gotten ugly, but no one should think somehow that Representative Ocasio-Cortez is decent. She's not. Never has been. Never has been. Get a real job? She's a podcaster. She's a mother. I don't know. What is she supposed to do? Run for Congress? Is that the real job? Is that the real job? The guy who goes to the factory every day and drives an hour to work, doesn't miss a single thing his kids does on the weekends. Real job or no? What is real job? It's embarrassing. It's pathetic. It's shameful. It's gross. I will admit to you that you know this desire to we need to speak to more people, we need to speak out more, and we need to engage more. I don't disagree, and I think people should. But maybe the question should be asked this way: aside from getting yourself some notoriety, should you really debate Representative Ocasio-Cortez? Does it really require that? That'd be my question. I'm not saying that Riley Gaines is afraid to. I wouldn't be afraid to. Name the person. Let's go to work. But is that what we want? Because in that, we're asking a question. Do we think what we're getting is a debate? If we were to take a look at the Democrats across Indiana, who am I going to debate? What debate is actually going to happen? What actual discussion of ideas and ideals is going to take place that isn't going to become some kind of nonsense from the party screed on the stage? That's it. That's what's going to happen. But AOC saying get a real job is just, that is some low ugly right there. That's the kind of elitist the bartender has become. No wonder she loves socialism. Look how much good it's done for her. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
Southbound 6570 now stop and go traffic from Washington Street to the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. They have teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or drexelin.com today. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten, classics are remixed, bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
You ready to build your custom dream home? Check out Joyner Homes based out of Greenfield. See one of their model homes in person anytime. It is a great way for you to experience the customization and quality of a Joyner Homes custom built home. Plus, you can meet with a new home specialist to learn about their building process. Available lots if you don't already have one. Find out about floor plans and where they build. Model homes are open 7 days a week from noon to 5 and walk-ins are welcome. Find out more at joynerhomes.com.
Pat Sullivan here with a weather update. It's October and we still have no clue if your AC should be blasting or your furnace needs to start kicking. Better have both prepared with a $49 AC unit and furnace maintenance from Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Is it sweater weather or tank top weather? Nobody knows. But we do know that you can ensure total comfort inside your home for only $49. Call my friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today.
At Life Church, we believe that the truth of the Word of God is for all ages and vital to their ability to thrive in our current culture.
Barna research shows a child's faith is often set by age 13. That's why we're passionate about reaching kids and teens with truth and love right now.
With safe spaces, committed volunteers, and a foundation built on God's Word, Life Church is here to help your whole family grow in Jesus.
Whether your kids are just starting out or learning to own their faith, we're ready to walk that journey with you.
Go to lifechurchin.com for service times and locations. Parents, you can do this. We will help you.
BMW, Mercedes-Benz, VW, Audi, Mini, Porsche. Names that mean quality, performance, and usually a dreadful service experience. You know you can't take your car just anywhere, but you may not know you can get the same quality service and parts without going to a dealership. Enter Auto House Merkel. Everything from routine service to performance tuning is handled with care by technicians who specialize in German vehicles, using only OEM parts or equivalent at a lower cost and less hassle than the dealership. Book service now at autohousemerkel.com.
At Advent, we help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine by getting your nose and throat working with our unique Advent approach that you won't find elsewhere.
Make this your year. Looking for a new career in the high-demand fields of IT and cybersecurity? Attend classes live, online, or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
Nobody cares for you like family. Family Heating and Air.
Hi, this is Malia with Family Heating and Air, and as a mom myself, I know it's really important to keep the kiddos healthy. Air quality, humidity, those are super big issues on my concern list. If you share any of these concerns, give family a call, 317-577-8077.
Family Heating and Air is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Kendall and Casey.
My mom is still receiving Social Security from my father.
Legally?
Yeah.
I don't think they just give it to your family.
No, your spouse can still get it.
Really? I put if you pass away, you know what the next thing that came up?
Did it autofill?
Who gets your Social Security?
Okay, what's the answer?
The main beneficiaries are usually the surviving spouse, children, or dependents.
So I was right.
Eligibility?
Say it!
Maybe.
Oh, say I'm right.
Kendall and Casey, weekdays 9 till noon on 93 WIBC and WIBC.com.
Coming up in 2 minutes, what forecasters are saying is headed your way this week, what firefighters say they're dealing with on the city's near north side, what your governor is saying about redistricting, and what Democrat lawmakers are saying about a special session. Those stories from the Technology Recycler Studios coming up after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis at 7 o'clock.
They've become very close friends. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That's what President Trump says about Japan's new prime minister, bringing her on stage with them while addressing American troops on a U.S. aircraft carrier stationed in Japan.
The cherished alliance between the United States and Japan is one of the most remarkable relationships in the entire world.
Japan's first female prime minister, Sanae Takaishi, who just came into office a week ago, does not have a long-standing relationship with President Trump, and she was navigating this deal that was arranged by her predecessor to spend $550 billion in the U.S. That is about a tenth of Japan's economy, all that on projects chosen by Washington in order to avert tariffs that were higher than 15%.
That's Fox's Jackie Heinrich in Tokyo, where the president is now meeting with business leaders.
The two leaders signed a framework agreement pledging to ramp up mining and processing of rare earth minerals to jointly strengthen supply chains, with China controlling the vast majority of the world's supply.
Now, the president will meet with China's leader on the next stop at the Trump Asia trip in South Korea. Hurricane Melissa will batter Jamaica this morning, a Category 5, the strongest ever to hit the island with 175-mile-an-hour winds.
2 to 3 feet of precipitation in some areas at the higher altitudes, maybe even 4 feet of rain will create mudslides, rock slides, degradation of roads, and power outages will be widespread.
That's Fox Weather's Robert Ray in Kingston. Big job cuts coming at Amazon. The company told workers in an email 14,000 jobs will be lost. At baseball's World Series, Game 3 lasted as long as 2 games.
Thurman sends a fly ball to center field. Varsho's going back before the clock strikes midnight.
Freddie Freeman's walk-off home run in the bottom of the 18th inning wanted for the defending champion Dodgers, beating the Blue Jays 6-5 on Fox, giving LA a 2-1 series lead over Toronto. And after playing for 6 hours, 39 minutes, they'll play again tonight. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What Indianapolis firefighters say is happening north of downtown right now. Clear radar, 49 degrees on Monument Circle, going up to 60. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02. A fire damaged at least 2 homes this morning on Indy's near North Side. It happened at about 5:40 as firefighters were called to 29th and Delaware, which is near 30th and East Meridian. Firefighters say the blaze started in a vacant home and spread to a neighboring home. About 70 firefighters from 7 different stations worked for roughly an hour and a half to bring the fire under control. A family of 3 and their pet escaped safely from a home to the north of the fire. Another family to the south evacuated without injury. Governor Mike Braun discussed his decision to call a special session on redistricting Monday afternoon. John Herrick has those details.
Braun says both he and other Republicans have taken notice on what other states are doing.
Blue states have already gerrymandered as much as they possibly can to the benefit of their own party.
Braun was a guest Monday on Tony Katz Today.
This is to kind of even the playing field. And then when you hear the votes aren't there, that's mostly coming from Democrats and others that don't want it to occur.
Indiana follows other Republican-led states, including Texas and Missouri, which have already made changes to their maps. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
State Rep Phil Gianquenta sees it differently when it comes to Braun's push to redraw the maps.
All I know is when they passed the congressional maps back in 2021, they were beautiful. They were perfect in every which way. and now all of a sudden they're not.
And Gianquinta says he doesn't think Hoosiers appreciate politicians telling them what to do. After a short warm-up spell, the Hoosier State is headed into cooler weather.
We drop off a little bit for the remainder of the week, where we have highs in the low to mid-50s. This weekend, we're looking at highs in the mid-50s.
That's Aaron Updike at the National Weather Service, Indianapolis. He says the cooler weather is going to stick around because, after all, it is fall. IU football coach Curt Cignetti says his team better play a clean game against the Maryland Terrapins Saturday if they want to stay undefeated.
They fly around on defense. They create turnovers. They sack the quarterback. Offensively, they're protecting the quarterback, protecting the ball, making explosive plays, and have a good kicking game.
Number 2 IU is 8-0. The kickoff at College Park, Maryland, scheduled for 3:30. You could check out the game at 2:30 on 93.5 and 107.5. The Fan and the 7-1 Indianapolis Colts head to Pittsburgh this weekend for a game against the Steelers Sunday at 1. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:05. Traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
All right, Ryan, it's Delaware Street that we're avoiding to the north and south of 30th, just north of downtown. That's because of a residence fire. Also looking at northbound 65 on the south side. That's slow from Raymond Street into the south split because of construction. Inbound 69 is jammed up now, 106th Street down to 82nd Street. Eastbound 465 on the north side, stop and go traffic ditch road over to Meridian. Traffic sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help troubleshoot the likely cause of your pesky check engine light for free and get you back on the road. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What's going on?
Hey, good morning. We've got some cloud cover out there right now, and temperatures are in the 50s in central Indiana. Farther northward, we've got clearing skies, and those temperatures have dropped in the upper 30s and 40s. Today, I think we'll look for a partly to mostly cloudy sky. We'll see high temperatures right around 59. A few spotty showers possible later tonight under mostly cloudy skies. Lows will fall to 46. On Wednesday, it's going to be windy with some scattered showers possible. Could see those winds gust 20, 30 miles per hour. Highs on Wednesday only around 52, so those winds are going to make it feel much colder. Some scattered showers still possible on Thursday, cloudy and breezy with highs right around 54.
So we have temperatures in the 50s. Again, I tell you, we lost fall. We lost fall completely, and it's complete. It's ridiculous. We should be in the low 60s. Thank you. This is what I paid for. But a little down south, there is this hurricane bearing down on Jamaica. This is a Cat 4 when I last saw this, Tara Hastings. I know you've been following this because it's bigger than we understand, right?
Yes, it is a Category 5 storm, a massive storm, winds at 175 miles per hour. The pressure dropped down to 901 millibars, making it the 8th strongest hurricane in the Atlantic Basin as far as pressure goes. Yesterday, the hurricane hunters went in this eye wall to kind of get a sample of the pressure and the winds. And that we're talking about, experienced pilots, a strong aircraft. They had to turn around because the turbulence was so bad. So that kind of gives you some perspective as just how massive this storm is. Wording from the National Hurricane Center, catastrophic flash flooding. The eye wall winds may cause total structural failure, prolonged power outages, and life-threatening storm surge. This could be the strongest hurricane to ever hit the island of Jamaica, and it's moving really slow at about 5 miles an hour. Likely landfall will be sometime after the lunch hour. Of course, they're feeling some of the outer bands right now, but the landfall is actually when the eye wall goes over and hits land. That'll probably happen after noon today.
As things are recorded, strongest hurricane to hit Jamaica since 1851.
Wow.
We will keep our eyes on it. Appreciate the update right there. That's Tara Hastings covering everything, everywhere, all the time. Appreciate you, Tara, quite a bit. We've got 49 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:08.
This hour powered by Stevenson Heating and Cooling, your American Standard air dealer, serving Johnson and Morgan counties.
I first saw this story, I saw the story as a trans student in Mooresville who was planning to shoot up the school. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning, Mooresville High School, Indiana. A 18-year-old. I don't use names here. When I first read the story, this was a girl who thought herself a boy. That was right there in the reporting. But this was a national outlet. So I started looking at local outlets. And a series of local outlets did not mention the part about the transgenderism. To their credit, WTHR did. During the department's investigation, officers identified the person of interest as this woman, utilizing the name of a man. And now we're hearing that the female pronouns are okay. The suspect had access to an AR-15, ordered a bulletproof vest, had a very, very large interest in people like Nicholas Cruz. So other shootings, whether it be Parkland or whether it be South Carolina, and that killer. There's a real question to ask about mental illness and transgenderism. Of course, this should be asked. I'm not going to shy away from it. Anybody who does or tells you you have to, it's just ugly. But I think the larger problem is what happens to people who are so broken they feel that they have to take it out on others. That's the question before us. And this is what was being planned for a high school in Mooresville. What else do we know? What else don't we know? How do you even know if a school is safe? And I'm not saying that people should walk around in fear or live in fear, but rather, these things are starting to become way too commonplace. Never mind just school shootings in general. This is concerning stuff. I don't think you can police every last thing. I don't believe that. I do think that we had a long conversation in America, or I should say a short conversation in America, far too long ago, about how do you harden the target. That conversation seems to have gone away. I don't think that conversation should go away. We might want to guard schools like we guard jewelry stores. This should come back to Indiana in great measure. How do we want to do this? Do we want to pretend this isn't happening? Or do we want to be grown-ups and deal with what might happen? To the best of our ability. That's my take. Tony Katz, 93, WIBC. Good morning.
It's that time of year again when the leaves turn, the days get shorter, and you hear a lot about Medicare open enrollment. If you're feeling overwhelmed by all the options, you're not alone. Original Medicare, Advantage plans, Part D, Medigap, it's a lot to sort through. And making the wrong choice can cost you more than just your financial confidence. That's where Howard Bailey Financial comes in. At Howard Bailey, we don't just help you pick a Medicare plan. We help you make a more confident choice with your full financial picture in mind. Our team has licensed Medicare professionals backed by experienced financial advisors, all working together to help you retire with purpose. Get started by texting CARE to 888-494-5004 to speak with the Howard Bailey team and start your Medicare conversation today. At Howard Bailey Financial, we make Medicare simple so you can focus on enjoying the season, not stressing about it. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. See disclosures at howardbailey.com.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any Ford tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $200 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyear's and save up to $200 more. See store for details.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hi, I'm Becca, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As an in-house designer, I can't wait for you to see our incredible selection of stylish and stackable rings. If you're shopping for your wedding bands, we have high-quality designs for every style and budget, from romantic to modern. If you're looking to add to a stack, your options are endless. Discover styles with clusters of gemstones, sleek all-metal designs, updated cigar bands, and signet rings perfect for an engraving. Because a friend knows you like options. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Bear, what's going on?
Yes, Tony, still avoiding a residence fire, at least the aftermath of. And this is Delaware Street to the south of 30th. And Delaware is lined with fire trucks before and after 30th Street. So that is out. I would use Meridian or Central Avenue instead. Ryan has more coming up during the 7:30 newscast on 93 WIBC. Inbound 69, 12-minute delay, 106th Street to 82nd. South side, northbound 65 slows Raymond Street up to the south split because of construction. Pendleton, southbound 69 slowed because of road work. State Road 38 to State Road 13. Traffic sponsored by Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. Get your home ready for colder temps and the holidays. Benjamin Franklin of Indianapolis is here to help. Everything from plumbing inspections, water heaters, and more. Book now at BenjaminFranklinPlumbingIndy.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We have got, we have 48 degrees. Sounds great. In the American Standard Heating Weather Center. That's what we've got. We got 48 degrees. The time is 7:16. Gearing up for the popcorn moment. Brought to you by Booher, Booher. BooherRemodeling.com. If it's in your 4 walls, Booher Remodeling. That is the call. Your kitchen, your bathroom, your basement. Incredible people doing incredible work for you. And there's a lot of reasons. No, not why they do incredible work. I mean, they've got 2 decades of experience. They've got the best craftsmen. They work with the best materials. They work with the quality brand names you know and trust. This is about you. This is about you taking the opportunity to say, you know what? This kitchen could work better for us. You know what? We can improve the layout. We can improve the function. We can improve our quality of life, which is the thing I'm trying to emphasize most. These renovations, this isn't about, we've created value in the home. It's about creating value in your life. And that's what Booher does better than anything. Help you get the most out of your home so you're getting the most out of your home. You live there. You exist there. It isn't just some investment. It is a part of you. So why not have it work to its best possible ability? That's what Booher helps you do. Turn this kitchen, this bathroom, this basement into a part of the home where your family gets to gather and enjoy, and you realize there's more to a house than just its resale. Talk to Booher Remodeling today about your kitchen, your bathroom, your basement, turning your home into the house, the home, this place that you've always wanted. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Booher Remodeling. 852-5546 or online at Booher. Booher. BooherRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. It's the story you need to hear to believe, then grab your popcorn because there is more. Redistricting announced the special session taking place. Governor Mike Braun making that announcement yesterday. I had Governor Braun on the show, on Tony Katz today. I had him on yesterday to ask about what it is that made him say this was the time for the special session.
So let me give you the underpinning of why we're doing it and then get to the why I think there are going to probably be enough votes there. The blue states have already gerrymandered as much as they possibly can to the benefit of their own party. You take the 6 New England states that vote roughly around 40% Republican. They have 0 Republican representatives in the House. In Illinois, our neighbor to the west, in 24, that split was 47-53. Yet Democrats hold 14 out of the 17 House seats. That is the reason it needs to be done. And then why would we be dragging our feet? I think all along I wanted this to be as organic as possible, give it time. And there's been conversations going on for a long time between the White House. Obviously, J.D. came in. President's made a couple overtures. But I think if our own folks put their, thinking caps on, they'll see that this is to kind of even the playing field. And then when you hear the votes aren't there, that's mostly coming from Democrats and others that don't want it to occur for the reasons I've just mentioned. They don't want the playing field even. I think once this got to where it goes public, you'll have people getting off the fence, and you're going to see the votes will be there.
Well, let me jump in.
That it doesn't, and then you deal with it.
Because it's very possible. You've called the special session, but it doesn't guarantee the vote. That much is true. What other states have done, this all seems to germinate out of Texas making the change and then California saying that we're going to engage in retribution. If Texas had never moved, would Indiana have moved?
Well, I think when Texas did it, they were crossing the Rubicon to actually address the imbalance. California is a gerrymandered state. They've got enough Democrats there to where they can gerrymander probably further. Most other states can't. And that who starts first, who's second, the gauntlet's been thrown down. And I think Hoosiers are generally not going to maybe initiate stuff like that, play by the rules, but the rules haven't been played by the other side for a long time. That's why I thought it was going to take time to get to where we are now.
Talking to Governor Mike Braun, the governor of Indiana. A lot of statements from the Indiana Republicans in the Senate saying they don't have the votes, which I always thought was an interesting way for them to talk about things. It seemed like they were trying to engage a pressure campaign on Republicans in the Indiana Senate to go forward with this. What does your internal whip count say? Do you have the votes on redistricting?
We think we're close enough to where once it becomes a public discussion, you'll hide behind the fact that it's all abstract until you have the discussion publicly. It looks like the House was not necessarily there. They had come along some time ago. And I think this is the catalyst that most Republicans in our state want it to be a public discussion. I think any senators that are still waffling, haven't made up their mind, they'll hear from their own constituents, and I think it'll be to go forward with it.
Indiana Democrats have come out to say you're afraid of the issues. You're losing on health care. You're losing on education. You're just losing everywhere, Governor Braun. How do you respond to that?
I think if they think their policies, which reflect their federal Democratic Party, if that's going to gain stride in this state, that is a fatal mistake. We've done more to where people are looking to Indiana on education. We've been the state more than any other that has tried to fix a broken healthcare system where our own system works like an unregulated utility in the respect they don't embrace competition, transparency. We just touched on it in this last session. I think they're grasping at straws. For them to actually do well in Indiana, you can't be behind the issues that their federal party endorses. Their national party is off. Actually, want to do more of that. That's not going to sell in Indiana.
Talking to Governor Mike Braun of Indiana. Allow me, well, I've got a couple minutes. The conversation has been fierce on redistricting and nasty on redistricting. I'm going to share with you a post from Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, responding to your post, your statement that I just read about the special session on redistricting and the federal and state tax issue. Here, I share it as he wrote it, sir. I've got a minute. Looks like Governor Braun needs some knee pads. He's making a very gross conversation here that you're just doing the White House's bidding and you're just providing them favors. A response to Governor Newsom?
I would say he is trying to stage himself for a failed effort to run for president. And of course he's got to say it because he's running the most dysfunctional state in the country. And he'll lose congressional districts most likely in the 2030 census because people are leaving his state in mass numbers. They're moving to places that don't run like that. Likewise, New Yorkers, many of them are moving to Florida. And when I looked at the net migration into a state, Indiana, I think, was the only one in the northern half of the country that had people moving into it. And that's the benefit of Pritzker and our neighbor to the west. So I think that's the response I'd give, and I'd like to hear his response to why people are moving out of his state.
Didn't even get a bless your heart. Why, you took the high ground there, sir. Governor Mike Braun, I appreciate you taking the time. November 3rd is when you wanted to convene in 5 seconds. Will it convene on the 3rd?
I think it will, and I think there'll be a lot of reinforcement for it for senators that are still not sure what to do.
There might very well be a lot of reinforcement for it. My conversation with Governor Mike Braun, you'll find that at WIBC.com and on my YouTube page, youtube.com/Tony Katz. You should check it out there. Matt Bear has traffic. What's up, Matthew?
All right, Tony, southbound 69 stopped. 116th Street, 282nd. That's a 23-minute delay right now. Please continue avoiding Delaware Street north of downtown. This is Delaware Street to the south of 30th. Fire trucks on Delaware, both north and south of 30th, so we're not going to go that way. And East 30th Street, I would avoid that as well. You can try 32nd Street. And eastbound drivers can take 29th, and eastbound one way in that area. This is a serious house fire. Sounds like it's under control right now. Ryan has more coming up during the 7:30 newscast on 93 WIBC. Northbound 65 stop and go South Keystone Avenue into the South Split. That's construction. Southbound 69 in Pendleton stop and go traffic from State Road 38 down to State Road 13. That is also construction. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us for WIBC traffic.
Coming up on the Hammer and Nigel show, SNAP benefits at risk next month, plus more reaction to Governor Braun calling a special session. 3 o'clock, 93 WIBC.
Stuck in a job that just isn't getting it done? Maybe it's time to go for IT. Whether you're just starting out, switching careers, or a military veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you launch a rewarding career in IT in months. No prior experience needed. Why spend years getting a traditional degree when your future in IT can start right now? Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Your most powerful upgrade? Your career. Go for it. Go for IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
BMW, Mercedes-Benz, VW, Audi, Mini, Porsche. Names that mean quality, performance, and usually a dreadful service experience. You know you can't take your car just anywhere, but you may not know you can get the same quality service and parts without going to a dealership. Enter Auto House Merkel. Everything from routine service to performance tuning is handled with care by technicians who specialize in German vehicles, using only OEM parts or equivalent at a lower cost and less hassle than the dealership. Book service now at AutohouseMerkel.com.
If you have Medicaid and are new to Medicare, you may qualify to enroll in a Humana Medicare Advantage dual-eligible special needs plan with a lot more benefits like dental, vision, and hearing, along with helpful support when you need it most. Now is the time to see if you qualify to enroll. It only takes a few minutes to find out if you're eligible. Our licensed sales agents are ready to help you understand your options. So this Medicare planning season, we can help you plan well. Learn more at humanaduals.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a dual-eligible special needs HMO SNP plan with a Medicare contract and a contract with the state Medicaid program. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or DrexelIN.com today.
Why do so many basement companies want half the money up front? Could it be because it's easier to get than earning all your trust? At the Michaelis Corporation, they don't ask for a deposit until the job is done and you're completely satisfied. They even start with a free inspection to ensure you know exactly what your home needs without the guesswork. With over 35 years experience, they've proven that trust is built on results, not deposits. Michaelis, building trust beneath your feet. Visit MichaelisCorp.com.
Football is back, and so are great hairlines. We Grow Hair Indy has helped former local professional football players get back in the game with full natural hair. You don't have to play pro ball to get pro-level results. Whether you're tailgating, coaching, or watching from the couch, do it with confidence. Trade the sidelines for a hairline. Get back in the game with We Grow Hair Indy. Schedule your free evaluation today at WeGrowHairIndy.com or call 317-522-2995. That's 317-522-2995.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Lots of firefighters on Indianapolis's near north side this morning. Clear radar. It's 50 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 60. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:31.
Firefighters arrived to find a two-story residence heavily involved in fire with exposures on either side, one to the north and one to the south. Both of those exposures were occupied.
That's Rita Wright, Battalion Chief, Indianapolis Fire Department, talking about a fire that damaged two homes on the near north side near 29th and Delaware. That's around 30th and East Meridian.
Origin House, the fire that was heavily involved, that was a house where someone was in process of moving into, but it was not yet occupied. So we're calling that an unoccupied house.
And she says, thankfully, nobody is hurt. The investigation continues right now. President Trump spoke today at a business leaders reception in Tokyo, where he talked about his upcoming meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping.
We'll be going to South Korea, and then on the following day, a meeting with President Xi, as you probably heard. I'd be surprised if anybody didn't hear. That's a big meeting, and I think it's going to work out very well, actually. I think it's going to be great.
And this comes after China imposed a new export control on rare earth minerals, which led President Trump to threaten much higher tariffs on Chinese goods and raw materials. Two high-profile Democrats are not ruling out a presidential campaign in 28.
California Governor Gavin Newsom not denying he'll run for president, saying this to hosts of CBS Sunday Morning when they pressed him on it.
Is it fair to say after the 2026 midterms, you're going to give it serious thought?
Yeah, I'd be lying otherwise. I'd just be lying, and I can't do that.
Now, Newsom saying he will let fate determine his political future once his term as California governor ends in January of 2027. And former Vice President Kamala Harris said during an interview with the BBC that she's not ruling out another run, even though she lost in 2024.
And that's Fox's Marianne Rafferty reporting from Los Angeles. Redistricting isn't the only thing that will be addressed in Indiana's upcoming special session. Governor Mike Braun says he also plans on addressing the state's tax code. Indiana Republican Representative Andrew Ireland.
I voted against SB1 as well because I had some concerns there. At the end of the day, whether we do it now or we do it next session, I think it is something that we have to continue to address because there's a lot more work to do.
And he tells the Kendall and Casey show on WIBC that Republicans are realizing they have a fight when it comes to redrawing the congressional maps. And if you're in southern Indiana, you might want to keep the umbrella handy.
While much of the state will see rain this week, the highest chances are concentrated in the south.
If you're located in southern portions of Indiana, you're much higher chance of rain for both Tuesday and Tuesday night through Wednesday. And then the further north you go, the chance is just lower.
Aaron Updike with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis says expect temperatures to drop back into the 50s midweek. He also reminds you to secure any outdoor items, especially Halloween decorations, because it will get windy this week as well. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And sports on WIBC, the World Series game in LA between the Dodgers and Toronto Blue Jays went late into the night.
Freeman sends a fly ball to center field. Varsho's going back before the clock strikes midnight. Freeman has ended it. It's a repeat hero with the last word and a Game 3 classic.
Fox Sports on the call in 18 innings and 6 hours and 39 minutes. The Dodgers take a 2-1 series lead on a Freddie Freeman walk-off, tying the longest postseason game by innings. And Game 4 is tonight. Yes, if you want to understand Jonathan Taylor's success with the Indianapolis Colts this season, two things really stand out.
I think I keep going back to the O-line. I mean, those guys are the holes they're creating. When you watch the tape and you watch the coach's copy, I mean, it's as impressive as it gets.
Head coach Shane Steichen.
Physicality, too, is a big part of it. He's, his vision's been off the charts, but the physicality, the way he's running through these arm tackles and spinning and 360 and off these guys and getting the extra yards and toe tapping on the sidelines.
Yeah, the Colts are 7-1. They play the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday. And the Kansas City Chiefs over the Washington Commanders 28-7 on Monday Night Football. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:35. Traffic on the 5s. What are you watching, Matt Bear?
What's up, Ryan? Looking at southbound 69. That is stopped from State Road 37 to 82nd Street with a delay of 22 minutes. So southbound Keystone Parkway and 31 have become really popular. Keystone Parkway stop and go on the southbound side from 126th Street to 465. And then southbound 31 is slow coming out of Carmel from City Center Drive to 106th Street. Still on the north side, northbound 465 stop and go 86th Street up to 865. Eastbound lane slow Michigan Road over to Meridian 31. South side northbound 65 stop and go traffic from Keystone Avenue into the South Split delayed 7 minutes. Southbound 6570 slow because of construction from Michigan Street into the South Split. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or DrexelIN.com today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
49 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:37.
This is the Our Idea is Ready to Launch vision. This is the Create Great Jobs vision. This is the We Need More Space vision. This is WIBC, where your business visions become realizations. Through securing capital for growth and comprehensive strategies that ensure a prosperous future. Because thriving businesses mean thriving people and thriving communities. WIBC Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
Are you worried about your taxes? Okay, so I'm talking to those of you out there that have not filed in a few years with the IRS or state. It's time to get worried, and here's why. The IRS is getting back from their own COVID lockdown, and they're hiring more enforcers, and they're going to come after people that owe taxes. So if you're a 1099 worker, and maybe you just plain forgot to file your taxes, you need to call the professionals right now at the Tax Helpline. They are experts at knowing the tax regulations valuations, and their goal is to help you pay as little as possible. Call right now and get a 100% free tax evaluation. Remember, before the IRS knocks on your door, knock on our door. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, make this free call right now.
Call Texas 321 now at 800-808-9443. 800-808-9443. That's 800-808-9443.
Hi, this is Richard Stevenson, reminding you we give free second opinions. Call us at 317-557-8532.
Stevenson Heating and Cooling is your independent American Standard air dealer.
Whenever I'm out wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen.
Today on the marketplace, I think they're cool, but I don't think you can get away with this today. There's something off-putting about these glasses. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you during downtime. Clearing my head, getting ready for what's next on the show. I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. Cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff. All the stuff is there on the marketplace. I share some of it with you. The marketplace segment brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. You've got cash, your cash waiting for you. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Put in your basic information. You'll find out whether there's a last paycheck, a dividend, a refund. Lord only knows where the money came from, but it's yours. Let's get it back to you. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Text my name, Tony, to 46220. Tony to 46220 and get started. Fast, easy, free to use. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. The live stream is happening on the YouTubes, youtube.com/WIBC. Matt Baer is there. And then producer Carl is there doing his best Bob Cavoian impression with his L.A. Dodgers hat, winning it in 18 innings last night with the walk-off homer by Freddie Freeman. Again, that guy bringing in all the skill sets. Matt Baer is holding up messages to the camera. Blink twice if you need help, Matt Baer.
I went 3 times, sorry. I just said something entirely... I gave the wrong message. Who knows what's going to happen now.
Matt, are you a fan of McDonald's?
Yeah, bag of fries, baby.
Were you ever there at McDonald's in the 80s?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I loved it.
And what about a McDonald's in Hawaii?
Never been to a McDonald's in Hawaii, Tony. No, it has not happened, unfortunately.
Someone is selling, they're in Pendleton, they are selling vintage 1980s McDonald's Hawaiian glassware set.
Oh.
And they're honestly, they all have the McDonald's logo, and they're like rocks glasses. And they've got like, one's got like a boat on the waves, and one's got, you know, these guys, they're rowing with the oars. Oh, here's the guy surfing. Oh, he's got pecs right there. That guy's got, and these people are fishing.
The gentle
These
sea.
people are fishing. And the box says Hawaiians and their sea glassware.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure this is racist. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know how. But I looked at the imagery, and I looked at the box, and I said something about this is very racist. And I also just sent a message to the owner that said, "I'll take it."
If it's racist, please stop saying Hawaiian on the air and stop repeating it over and over. I think we'll get in trouble.
What, Hawaiian? No. Hawaiian is fine.
No, it's not.
Of course it is. What's wrong with you?
Hawaiian. Come on.
I'm talking about someone's going to tell me this imagery from the 80s is not acceptable. Like, oh, that's coming.
The fisherman looks like Andrew Dice Clay.
By the way, they're rocks glasses. They're super groovy.
Oh, these are highballs. Yeah.
No, they're not highballs.
It's totally.
That would be taller, wouldn't that? Or is that a Tom Collins glass?
Hello, Tom Collins.
Were you doing Tom Jones?
I don't know what I was doing.
Right, so a highball glass is taller. It's like 7 inches tall.
Oh.
These are rocks glasses.
Well, excuse me.
I just you just look at them. They're very cool. Like if McDonald's still did stuff like this, or if anybody did stuff like this, you'd be like, that's great.
You want to put a highball on a kid's meal?
Well, it's first of all, it's not a kid's meal.
Oh, why?
No. This is not a kid's meal.
Okay, good.
This is a Hawaiian Big Mac. There was extra pineapple on it, and then. By the way, if you made a Big Mac with pineapple, I'd eat that.
No.
Oh yeah.
You're kidding. You're being facetious.
Oh no, I'd eat that right now. You put a Big Mac with pineapple in front of me right now. I'll eat it right now on the air.
I want to yak just hearing about it. Man.
Why? You anti-pineapple?
Yeah, a little bit. Okay.
So the issue is in glassware. It's you.
It is me. It's always me. Me and my. I give that.
Just because you have not been able to yet visit the Hawaiian Islands doesn't mean you should be hateful.
I've been there. I've been there. I was at Oahu. King Melilikigana, King Kamehameha. King Kamehameha. He united the Hawaiian Islands, all 7 of them.
Correct. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I know you were reaching for it. I want to make sure you said it right.
Queen Louis Ikilana, I think.
Now, before you say something you regret.
She was imprisoned by the Dole Plantation. Sorry.
I was so close to getting out of this. Matt Bear, these 4 rocks glasses are $30. Are you in or you out?
I'm out. No. Even the first guy looks like Nick Cage, and I think that's kind of cool, but I'm still out, man. No.
First of all, it does look like Nick Cage. Holy cow.
Like Nick Cage.
The guy does look like Nick Cage. That's unbelievable.
Nick Cage in the front, Andrew Dice Clay in the back.
No. It's not, maybe it's Dice.
You got a little Dice in there. Come on.
I did offer to buy it. I did say I'll take it.
Hey,
so
I'll buy one from you, sure.
We'll see. No, this is mine. Mine alone. Everything of the marketplace is over there at WIBC.com. You should check it out for yourself. Matt Bear, I believe you have traffic. Do you have that now?
I certainly do. Let's roll. Let's go. Go. Northbound 65 south side stop and go after Keystone Avenue into the south split because of construction. Inbound 69 is stopped from State Road 37 to 82nd Street, and our delay time is at 24 minutes. We have traffic coming down from Carmel at southbound Keystone Parkway. Stop and go after 126th Street to 465. Southbound 31 is slow from City Center Drive in Carmel down to the 465-31 interchange. Northbound 465 slow, 86 to 865. Eastbound 465 stop and go Michigan Road over to 31 Meridian. South side northbound 65, that's slow in the construction after South Keystone Avenue up to the south split. That's a 7-minute delay. Southbound 65-70 now stop and go north split to the south split because of construction. Traffic. Sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or DrexelIN.com today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
49 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:46.
Picture this. Your career ends, your paycheck stops. Suddenly you're conducting your retirement with no sheet music. Don't let that happen. I'm Jason Hutchins, and after years of guiding Hoosier families through retirement planning, I put together some of the most important lessons into one simple, easy-to-read book, Orchestrate Your Retirement, a guide to composing a financially tuned plan. Get a copy mailed to you at no cost. Call 317-660-929. That's 317-660-929. This book is packed with real-world stories and strategies on income, Social Security, taxes, and how to protect what you've worked so hard to build. Call Guardian Wells Financial at 317-660-929. That's 660-929 and ask for your copy. No pressure, no strings attached. Supplies are limited, so when they're gone, they're gone. Orchestrate your retirement. The rhythm of your future starts here.
Investment advisory services offered through Creative One Wealth LLC, a registered investment advisor. Guardian Wells Financial is not affiliated with Creative One Wealth or with any government agency. Licensed insurance professionals.
Indianapolis real estate market's strong, but not easy. Now is a good time to sell, only if you hire a real estate team that knows how to aggressively market your home like Mark Dietel Realty. Perhaps you're worried you need costly repairs or upgrades to sell your home. Mark Dietel is the real estate expert trusted and recommended with the sale of your home. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. No long-term contracts. Pick your move date. You can cancel at any time. Neil in Indianapolis said, I already moved and listed my old home with an agent friend for 60 days. Not happy, I decided to evaluate the Mark Dietel marketing plan, and I switched. To my relief, after about 15 days on the market, the Mark Dietel team sold my home as is for the price I needed. Call the local Indianapolis agent, trusted and recommended, the agent who guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. That's Mark Dietel. Call Mark today, 317-755-4232. Get all the details or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark Dietel, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietel.com.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Severe from Vicks.
Sinex Severe nasal spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Severe instantly relieves nasal congestion and works 6 times faster than nasal decongestant tablets. The 12 hours of relief allow you to get back to the moments that matter without congestion.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Try Sinex Severe from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220 or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
If you've heard about mNextSpike COVID-19 vaccine mRNA by Moderna, good news. It's available. Head to mnextspike.com to find it near you. That's mnexspike.com.
Don't wait to hear it from someone else.
I says, oh yeah? And she says, yeah, that's right.
The WIBC Daily Newsletter brings you the headlines, videos, and moments everyone will be talking about next.
Gearing up for Halloween, as we all are, I want to take this moment to remind you not to play the part of the fool. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. I'll get to that in just a moment. On the redistricting, the special session has been called. The answer is absolutely we should redistrict. There is no guarantee that just because you redistrict and redraw the lines, that everything's going to work out. You still have to run quality candidates, and you still have to go out there and sell your story, and you still have to go out there and win. But it has been, to me, remarkable to watch Republicans not recognize that the issues within the state also do connect to issues within the nation. That is to say that we have a role to play. And this idea that you're stealing people's votes is a lie and a fraud put forth by Democrats all over the place. This idea, as Mitch Daniels elucidated, that somehow we don't need this. I disagree with the former governor. It's okay to do so. Very okay to do so. I disagree with Republicans who are opposed to redistricting. They are wrong. And I'm going to make the case about it. I don't have to wake up every day hating these people. I simply have to make a better argument than they have. I have to persuade more. I have to push more. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, pressure works. And I would like for everybody to keep that in their hip pocket. Because once this is done, we're going to move into another phase. And I'm going to need you all there when we do it. A little bit of strategy goes a long way. For now, we've got a special session on redistricting, and we should redistrict the state of Indiana. I'll have more on this on Tony Katz today at noon. But as I said, Halloween is here, Matt Bear. It's this week. And some people are silly enough to dress up like a creepy clown, Matt Bear. Shockingly, they're like, we're going to dress up like a creepy clown and really try and scare people and be threatening to people. And it's a danger. It's a danger, Matt Bear, to humanity. So we have a series of public service announcements to help those people out who are thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
And now, a public service announcement for anyone who's thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
You hear me talking, hillbilly boy? I ain't through with you by damn sight. I'm gonna get medieval on your ass.
This has been a public service announcement for anyone thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
Bravo.
We're just trying to help, Matt.
Every time I hear my favorite, I hear a new favorite.
Right. We're just trying to help people through this very important time in life. Don't dress up like a creepy clown. It's going to get bad for you. Do you need one more, Matt? Do you need one more?
Yeah, because I'm not convinced yet.
I may have played this one yesterday. I'm not sure. Maybe I played this today. You know what? I played this one yesterday, but I'll play it again.
And now, a public service announcement for anyone who's thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
I'm going to scissor kick you in the back of the head. I'm 10 years old, but I'll beat your ass. I'm going to come at you like a spider monkey.
This has been a public service announcement for anyone thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
I'm sold now.
That's important. Yeah. We're just trying to help with lives, people. That's all we're trying to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's it.
Happy Halloween.
Matt Bear's got traffic.
Inbound 69 stop, 116th Street, 282nd. And that's a delay right now of 24 minutes. Southbound Keystone Parkway, also slow. Carmel Drive down to 465. Southbound 31 stop and go traffic after Main to 106th Street. Northbound 65 stopped after Keystone Avenue up to the South Split. That's because of construction, a 9-minute delay. Southbound 65 70 stop and go North Split down to the South Split again because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Are you in a friendly curb appeal competition with your neighbors? Who wouldn't want to have the home that's the envy of the neighborhood? But if you have a leaning brick porch, an uneven concrete driveway, a pool deck covered in cracks, an uneven sidewalk that you could trip over, there's no way you're going to win that competition. If you don't want to be stuck envying the house across the road, you should bring in the experts from Indiana Foundation Service to come help you out and boost your curb appeal. Indiana Foundation Service Concrete Lifting Solution is here to save the day. You'll not only get the appearance you want, but you'll also keep your family and neighbors safe from tripping hazards. And that's important because everyone in the neighborhood will want to come and take a look. Schedule a free visit with the Indiana Foundation Service team of experts by going to indianafoundation.com today. Indiana Foundation Service. There's a reason they are the trusted local experts.
Indiana Foundation Service. Reliability from the ground up.
It's that time of year again when the leaves turn, the days get shorter, and you hear a lot about Medicare open enrollment. If you're feeling overwhelmed by all the options, you're not alone. Original Medicare, Advantage plans, Part D, Medigap, it's a lot to sort through. And making the wrong choice can cost you more than just your financial confidence. That's where Howard Bailey Financial comes in. At Howard Bailey, we don't just help you pick a Medicare plan. We help you make a more confident choice with your full financial picture in mind. Our team has licensed Medicare professionals backed by experienced financial advisors, all working together to help you retire with purpose. Get started by texting CARE to 888-494-5004 to speak with the Howard Bailey team and start your Medicare conversation today. At Howard Bailey Financial, we make Medicare simple so you can focus on enjoying the season, not stressing about it.
Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. See disclosures at howardbailey.com.
Our electric bills have increased as much as $50 each month. Governor Mike Braun is driving bills even higher. Instead of helping families, Governor Braun is doubling down on costly coal, gas, and nuclear. That means more pricey power plants that Hoosiers like us have to pay for. Utilities get richer, we pay more. Something has to give. Go to StopMikesHikes.com today to send Governor Braun a message. Hoosiers need affordable energy, not a blank check for greedy utilities. Paid for by Citizens Action Coalition.
Attention, Indiana homeowners. Are you tired of avoiding your wet basement? Hi, I'm Mike Smith with Swingco Crawl Space and Basement Repair, your real, local, Indiana family-owned experts. Imagine all the possibilities of a guaranteed dry basement, a cozy new family room, a home gym, or even a new office. And with no interest, no payment financing, you don't have to break the bank to do it. Make the most of your basement today. Call Swingco 317-407-1868 or swingcollc.com.
Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis services all makes of garage doors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Call today for service today. Get it fixed right now. Call Garage Doors of Indianapolis at 875-4577 or visit doorstoday.com.
In the morning, call 875-4577.
For service today?
Today.
Are you ready to put joint pain behind you and get to a place where persistent pain doesn't control your life? The dedicated orthopedic experts at Community Health Network are here to turn those goals into a reality. With personalized treatment options that include robotic-assisted surgery, we'll help you feel your best so you can get back to enjoying your hobbies again. Learn more about your care options at ecommunity.com/ortho. Community Health Network. Exceptional care, simply delivered.
Coming up in 2 minutes, what Indianapolis firefighters are saying about a fire on the near north side this morning, what your governor is saying about redistricting, how a Democrat representative is responding to an impending special session, and what IU's football coach is saying about their next opponent. Those stories from the Technology Recycler Studios after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis. It's 8 o'clock.
First, he met with American troops, then Japanese business leaders. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News, and President Trump is touting deals he's making.
The deals will create jobs and opportunity, wealth, tremendous wealth and security for both sides and for both sides of the Pacific.
The president said that at a business dinner in Tokyo after addressing troops on a U.S. aircraft carrier stationed in Japan with the new Prime Minister Sanai Takaichi.
So we're still awaiting some details on what agreements they reached. We know Japan is looking at buying Ford F-150s, for instance. Up next, the president is going to be on to South Korea, which is also struggling to make good on its $350 billion investment pledge that they struck to get a better tariff rate. It is likely that South Korea's leadership was watching how things went in Japan, and if they were smart, probably taking notes.
Now, in Japan, they're pledging to invest more than $500 billion into the U.S. Fox's Jackie Heinrich was there in Tokyo. Now, the president in South Korea will also meet with China's leader Xi Jinping and has suggested even a potential sit-down with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Hurricane Melissa is closing in on Jamaica, where many are packed into shelters fearing the worst from the most powerful storm to ever hit Jamaica.
Category 5 with winds packing maybe up to 175 miles per hour. By the time it makes its way up here, which is a northeast track after landfall, we will likely be in a Category 4 still as it exits the island of Jamaica.
Fox Weather's Robert Ray in St. Anne Parish. In addition to wind damage, there's concern about storm surge and over 3 feet of rain causing mudslides and catastrophic flooding in Jamaica. A sheriff's deputy is being mourned the day after being murdered in San Bernardino County, California.
I don't even know what to say. We're embedded in sorrow. Unfortunately for our department, this has happened way too often.
Sheriff Shannon Dykus, the alleged gunman, crashed his motorcycle in a high-speed chase and is now hospitalized. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
An emergency response on Indianapolis's near north side. Clear radar, 46 degrees on Monument Circle, going up to 60. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:02. early this morning, a fire damaged several homes along North Delaware Street, just north of downtown. It began in a vacant 2-story home and spread to 2 occupied homes. Battalion Chief Rita Wright.
This house actually happened to be a family home owned by a gentleman whose granddaughter was moving into it. She said that he had owned the house at least since 1981, maybe sooner than that, earlier than that, but she was moving into it.
And Wright said about 70 firefighters responded to the scene. Both families from the occupied homes got out safely and are receiving assistance with shelter. After calling a special session on redistricting, Indiana Governor Mike Braun gave more insight as to why he's chosen to do that. Here's John Herrick.
In a Monday interview on Tony Katz Today, Braun said he's sick and tired of seeing Democrat-run states like California and Illinois gerrymander to try and gain an upper hand.
They don't want the playing field even. I think once this got to where it goes public, you'll have people getting off the fence, and you're going to see the votes will be there.
Braun says Democrats have not played by the rules for a long time, and he believes Republicans are just trying to even the playing field. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Democrat State Rep Phil Gianquinta says Braun is just wasting his time calling a special session.
And that's the cost of living. They're worried about health care costs. We've got issues that coming down the pipe there. Utility bills are too high. I mean, there's all kinds of things.
Gianquinta's urging Hoosiers to call their state reps to stop this. An 18-year-old named Trinity Shockley, who identifies as a male and goes by Jamie, has agreed to plead guilty to conspiracy to commit murder in a planned shooting at Mooresville High School. Shockley faces nearly 13 years in prison, followed by 5 years of probation, and must continue mental health treatment. The arrest came after the cops got a tip in February that Shockley had access to an AR-15 and had purchased a bulletproof vest and was interested in mass shooters. IU, the number 2 football team in the country, travels to College Park, Maryland this Saturday to play the Terrapins.
They're in the top 10 in the country in turnover ratio. They've got a new defensive coordinator that's been in the NFL for 16 years, was linebacker coach for the Ravens.
That's head coach Kurt Cignetti talking about the matchup. The game will air right here on 93 WIBC with the pregame show at 2:30, the kickoff at 3:30. And the 7-1 Indianapolis Colts play the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday. Kickoff at 1. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 8:05, traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
What's happening, Ryan? Looking at southbound 69. Still stop traffic 116th Street before 96. The front of that has cleared out from 96 to 82nd. Still a little bit slow, but we are moving in that area. Also, southbound 69. Pendleton slow because of road construction after State Road 38. Eastbound 465 on the north side slow before Michigan to Meridian. Westbound lanes also tight Meridian past Michigan. Vehicle fire on the northwest side. This is northbound 65 after the 465 ramps. It's on the shoulder. Slow back to West 56th Street. Please continue to avoid Delaware south of 30th. The residence fire there earlier. Cleanup and investigation continues. South side northbound 65 stop and go. South Keystone Avenue into the south split. That's a construction zone and a delay of 7 minutes. Inbound 65 stop and go traffic after 38th Kessler down to 21st. Traffic sponsored by 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. As temps begin to drop, it's time to get your heating tune-up with 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. 24/7 availability and free second opinions. Book now at onehourairindy.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What are we feeling?
Hey, good morning. We've got some cloud cover out there right now in Indiana. Some clearing skies farther northward, so temperatures are in the 40s, but we're at 50 in Indy. I think we'll climb to about 59 later today with a partly to mostly cloudy sky. Tonight, mostly cloudy conditions, a few spotty showers possible. Lows will fall near 46. On Wednesday, we're going to look for some windy conditions, some scattered showers as well. And those winds may gust 20 to 30 miles per hour. So 52 for a high on Wednesday, but it's going to feel much colder than that. And a few morning showers, still breezy on Thursday with highs near 54. Better conditions, though, for trick-or-treaters on Friday. I think we'll see temps in the upper 50s with a partly cloudy sky. So dry on Friday.
Yeah, but what is it going to be for when I'm actually going to get candy? And for the people in my neighborhood, full size or nothing. That's the deal. Don't give me any of the snack size nonsense silliness. And I'm telling you, there's a pack of raisins in there. I'm going to lose my stuff.
Or a pencil.
You know what? You can do something with a pencil. The only thing you can do with raisins is throw them away.
Throw them away.
They're nothing more than rotten grapes. That's all they are.
Yep. Do you know who gives out large-size candy bars?
Phil Sanchez.
The Scott Sander house. No, Scott Sander.
Really?
Has been for years. Yes. Yeah.
Is that why they call him full-size Scott Sander on Tinder?
Is that what they call it?
That's I was told.
Yeah.
Man, that's how it could be awkward when we run into each other. Nope.
No, not going to be at all. Nope.
Do you give out the full-size candy bars?
So we usually go trick-or-treating, so we're not really giving out candy. Sometimes we leave,
so you're a taker, not a giver.
No, we leave like a bowl of, smaller size stuff at the front door.
You leave like Smarties and 12-year-old Necco wafers, don't you?
Oh, gosh, no.
You're the circus peanut house.
Oh, no. We usually give out, what did we give out last year? I think it was Smarties. I think it was Smart. I think my husband got Smarties and some other kind of like Starburst or something, maybe.
Yeah, and you know what the kids called it? Regret for actually stopping by your house.
Oh, probably, I'm sure. The doorbell camera agrees with you.
Yeah, you know we give out at Costa Katz? You know what we give out? Brisket.
Full-size candy bars.
Brisket. We give out
brisket? Stop it.
Yeah, brisket sandwiches is what we do. We have a full display.
They come in like with an apron and a napkin and a fork, and then they
yeah. I mean, if you want to do it right, sure. But I mean, we do have the bar set up. Like if parents want to drink, we're like, here you go.
Oh, wow. So like you just walk around with their tumblers and you just pour.
Oh yeah. Until I moved to Indiana, first of all, it is 49 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:09. That's Tara Hastings. I'm Tony Katz. This is Tony Katz in the Morning News. It's WIBC. Until I moved to Indiana, I never saw people just hanging out on Halloween, and they light fires, and they're carrying, and they're drinking, and I'm like, I don't know where I just moved to, but this is amazing. It didn't happen in Jersey. It never happened in Florida. It never happened in California. Never once, never ever. I'm like, this place is amazing, or all my neighbors have a serious issue. And
could be a little bit of both.
Yeah, but it's very possible. So I'm like, this is great. So I bought into that lock, stock, and barrel. I think it's fantastic.
I agree. You got everybody just walking around, having fun, music, and, cocktails, whatever is in your tumbler. It's
right.
Good times.
I'm not here to judge.
Nope, not at all.
No. Not in the slightest, nor in any way. That's not it. So anyway, skip Tara Hastings home. It's crap candy, and she won't be there anyway.
Right. Yep. Walk
Scott
on by.
Sander, full-size candy bars.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to search that up. That right there is Tara Hastings from Wish TV. Thank you, Tara. You can play the thing now there.
This hour powered by Stevenson Heating and Cooling, your American Standard Air dealer, serving Johnson and Morgan counties.
Yeah, we're just gonna. I mean, I just took for forever. On that. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. President Trump in Japan meeting with Sane Takeichi. Producer Carl's like, I believe this is the proper pronunciation of the new prime minister. And I said, I will go along with that.
But tonight I'm more confident than ever that the friendship between the United States and Japan is strong as it can be. And it's thriving, it's prosperous, and it'll soon be, I think, greater than ever before. And we had 4 great years. We had the greatest economy in the history of our country, but we're blowing it away this time, to be honest with you. We're blowing it. We had 4 great years. As you know, we had the 1-year deduction. I call it the 1 year little.
We're going to continue following President Trump.
You do that. I love that Trump was talking about the friendship with Japan. It was like, we've got a great economy. The man never stops. It is amazing. Well, more on the trip to Japan and what is in store for the conversation with Xi Jinping of China. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
This is the take care of my family goal. This is the enjoy the life I've built goal. This is the set up a foundation goal. This is WIBC, where your goals become lasting legacies. Through bespoke plans that maximize your wealth, through partnerships that give you peace of mind. Because building wealth, tending to it, and passing it down secures a brighter future. WIBC Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
Of all the times to buy new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete offer details. Offer ends 10/31/2025.
It's not just cancer care. It's the complete care you get at Hendricks.
And you can feel that spirit of excellence, trying to do what's best from a medical standpoint, but also trying to affect the patient and their family as you would a family member.
Hendricks Care is trying to meet the patient where they are. You know your body better than anyone else.
Do the cancer screening early.
An ounce of prevention versus a pound of cure.
Learn about health screenings at hendricks.org/cancer.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what are you doing?
I'm looking at inbound 69. It's cooled off a little bit at the front of the line. This is coming down from Fishers. We still have stop-and-go traffic from State Road 37 down to 82nd Street, but we are moving again. Northwest side vehicle fire on northbound 65 after the 465 interchange, and it's on the shoulder. South side, northbound 65, 8-minute delay. Keystone Avenue into the south split because of construction. On the southeast side, northbound 465 at 74. That's a crash on the shoulder. Westbound 70 slows into the north split, slow in pockets from Arlington Avenue. Inbound 65 slow before the White River down to 21st. And a crash on the west side, Tremont, south of 16th. Traffic sponsored by Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. Get your home ready for colder temps and the holidays. Benjamin Franklin of Indianapolis is here to help. Everything from plumbing inspections, water heaters, and more. Book now at BenjaminFranklinPlumbingIndy.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 49 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Tune in Saturdays 9 to 1 for the Home and Garden Show for advice and fun. Brought to you by Michaelis. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
Do you need furnace or heat pump service and need to find a local well-trained expert you can trust like Kirby Heating and Air Conditioning? Find that American Standard Air dealer at IndyHomeComfort.com.
So now that you've got redistricting, well, I should say you've got the special session called for redistricting. Does even just the basic idea, does this change how the business community views, well, a lot of stuff? Do they change how they do business? Do they wait to see what happens? Does it put deals on hold? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Great to be with you. We should be clear. Plenty of business owners lead with their politics first. Gary Dick joins us from InsideIndianaBusiness.com on the Twitter X at IIB. Two parts to this question. Let's start with the first part. Were you surprised to see Governor Braun call for the special session yesterday?
No, I don't think so, Tony. I think there's been a lot of speculation, obviously, for the past number of weeks that this might happen. So I don't think it came as a surprise. And in talking with folks around the state and the business community, I don't think there was tremendous surprise there either. And I think the other piece of it is, too, when you talk about this whole redistricting issue in the business community, it really, at least as far as I can tell, doesn't rise to the top among the big issues in the business community. They seem to be certainly a lot more focused on some of the macroeconomic issues, and inflation, tax policy, all those kinds of things. Tariffs and the impact of tariffs, obviously, more front and center. Those types of things, as opposed to this whole redistricting issue.
Well, we could be clear that if you are somebody focused on those things, that a redistricting could lead to more possible members of Congress that could vote your way. So now that it's here, do you see the business community getting involved in trying to pressure members of the General Assembly one way or the other?
I guess I don't know, to be very honest. I think as you look at the current makeup, of course, 7 of 9 members in the congressional delegation are on the Republican side of the ledger now. The 2, obviously, here in districts in Indianapolis and Northwest Indiana, those 2 potentially could change and are targets, I assume, in this redistricting scenario. But, in terms of, and to your point, Tony, change in the congressional makeup obviously can have an impact on things like federal funding and support for federal programs and distribution of funds, those types of things. But as you look at the current makeup, 7 Republicans, 2 Democrats, would that in any scenario change dramatically? Probably not. So I think the feeling is in the business community that any substantial change might not have a tremendous impact here in the state from a business standpoint.
Talking to Gary Dick from InsideIndianaBusiness.com on the Twitter X at IIB, personally at Gary Dick, Gerry at Gary Dick on the Twitter X. You can follow him there. Let's move it over to some things happening in Indy 16 Tech. You have got the Applied Research Institute. They're going to be adding a headquarters for what's known as Heartland Bioworks at 16 Tech. Has this area, this 16 Tech area, has this lived up to the hype?
I think it's getting there, Tony. That's a great question, really, because this is a project, 16 Tech, that has been talked about literally for decades, I think through 4 mayoral administrations. It is now certainly a reality. I think we had the story earlier this week that several dozen companies have set up shop there, small startups beginning to grow there. You saw IU, Indiana University, with its IU Lab project, a major investment in a new building that will go there as part of the research that IU is doing and part of the overall research hub here in Indianapolis. Then you mentioned this story that we have out there today, the Applied Research Institute in Bloomington, which is kind of the leader of this new federal technology hub identified by the U.S. Department of Commerce. It will be physically located at 16 Tech. And the broader vision, Tony, which initial vision and the one that's playing out right now, is to have 16 Tech serve as literally a hub connected to the IU Med Center, all the resources there, the new campus of Indiana University and Purdue University, Indianapolis. It's connected physically by a bridge that spans those entities. So to answer your question, yes, the reality is happening now. This Heartland Bioworks Center, this hub, will be a big part of it. And the other piece, and you and I have talked about it a lot, is population growth, talent. This 16 Tech is a big talent play. The whole idea is to attract talent, to keep talent here, to grow the population base, and that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah, 16 Tech at AMP also has Circle City Sweets. So if you want the finest, quite literally the finest croissants and chocolate chip cookies, is Cindy Hawkins, who is the winner of the World Food Championship in the dessert category just the other day. So any chance to be supportive of that, I do. Talking to Gary Dick from InsideIndianaBusiness.com. Before I let you go, let's talk about soybeans, because it is clear that in trying to apply pressure for the upcoming trade negotiation with President Trump, China also desperate to try and get the United States to lay off if they should go about engaging reunification with Taiwan. They have cut off U.S. farmers regarding soybean purchases. They're looking at South America hard, but this has been going on for years with the building of rail systems in South America, building up South American soybean farming so they don't have to rely on the United States. Soybeans huge to China because of their hog population and also soybean byproducts that are utilized there. So Brazilian farmers, as you have the story, are building up their soybean production. How are Hoosier farmers dealing with this halt on soybean sales, and are they concerned that it won't come back?
Well, I think there is concern. Certainly, they're watching it very closely, to put it mildly. And this another example of the global political ramifications that can hit home in an ag state like Indiana. So I think the bottom line is, at this point, it's a quote-unquote wait-and-see kind of attitude, but one that has potential ramifications for a state like Indiana, which is one of the country's biggest producers of soybeans.
Is the word on the farm that any deal is a good deal? We've seen this with China before, that deals get made and farmers will go, okay, we know at least what's going to happen for a short while, but China can't be trusted in the long term. And that, by the way, being the issue. Has anyone discussed that maybe what it is that we grow, if we're talking about a world market, maybe we should be thinking about that world market differently if there is no faith that can be had in China continuing to buy our products?
I think it's constantly under consideration, examination, without question, in terms of that mix. And as you look at agriculture in Indiana, corn and soybeans, obviously those staple crops that Indiana is known for, to be sure. But you have heard increasingly, and will continue in the future, to hear more about the ag biosciences and bioscience as a part of that, and new technology, all those kinds of things. And that gets in, I think, a bit to your question in terms of kind of what's next and where the future of agriculture is headed. I think that's a big part of why you're hearing so much about the ag bioscience movement here in the state of Indiana.
Gary Dick, InsideIndianaBusiness.com, on the Twitter X at IIB. I appreciate you being with us. Matt Bear has got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matthew?
All right, looking at inbound 69, stop and go traffic, 116th Street to 465. That's a 15-minute delay. Westbound 465, north side slow. 31 to ditch. Eastbound lanes dragging from 865 over to Meridian 31. South side, northbound 65, delayed 8 minutes. Keystone Avenue went to the south split. That's a construction zone. Inbound 65 slows before the White River, down to 21st, inbound 70, slow in pockets, Emerson Avenue to the north split. Crash on the west side, Tremont, south of 16th. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or DrexelIN.com today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, it's Casey from the Kendall and Casey Show. Join us for a special round of special session talk, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Tune in Saturdays 9 to 1 for the Home and Garden Show for advice and fun. Brought to you by Michaelis. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
Hi, this is Richard Stevenson. We service all makes and models. Call us at 317-557-8532.
Stevenson Heating and Cooling is your independent American Standard air dealer.
If you're experiencing a hardship and need to quickly sell your home, we may be able to help. Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
Simple Quarters has helped me by allowing me to sell my house. It's given me the financial stability to be able to move and go on with that next chapter. Simple Quarters was the best option for me because there was no BS involved. It was simply straightforward, to the point, honesty. And that is what made me go with Simple Quarters. There was nothing that I didn't expect. They didn't have hidden fees. They didn't ask me to go get an appraisal. They didn't ask me to have a surveyor come out. This has probably been one of the easiest experiences in my life. And if I ever have to do it again, I would call Simple Quarters again. Simple Quarters absolutely kept their word through the whole process.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME. 317-900-HOME.
Everyone's talking about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation, like your neighbor Jerry.
When we first started looking for different options, we went to the internet. Really, we did choose Galaxy, and definitely happy that we did. We first had our front porch and our pool deck done. Decided we loved it so much, we had them out about 10, 11 months later to finish up and do our back porch.
Commercial or residential, 4 times stronger than epoxy, and it comes with a lifetime warranty.
The crews at Galaxy were great. They actually cared about my property, very punctual, knowledgeable, and just a great group of workers.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings works for any area like patios, garage floors, driveways, and around pools.
I'm 100% satisfied. It's not slippery and it's not hot. I was very impressed with the product. It's amazing that I don't burn my feet and my 6-year-old doesn't fall.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook, GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com. We are out of this world.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov or text Tony Katz to 46220 today.
As a caregiver, managing your loved one's health can at times be overwhelming. This is Tina McIntosh, president of Joy's House and co-host of the Caregiver Crossing radio program. In a moment, I'll share 3 tips to help you manage your loved one's medical care effectively.
Cardon & Associates provides residents with the best senior living options and personalized service. Visit cardon.us to find a community near you.
Tip number 1, keep a list of all medications, dosages, and schedules to ensure your loved one is taking their medication correctly. Second, attend doctor's appointments with your loved one when you're able. And finally, stay organized by keeping forms, notes, and other important documents in one secure place. More tips like this are available anytime at caregivercrossingradio.org. With new weekly content created by Joy's House and distributed in partnership with Network Indiana, we're an on-air and online support group for Hoosier family caregivers. Hear conversations with experts, access the library of online education, and more at caregivercrossingradio.org.
Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15. Go to DrexelIN.com for details.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
It'll be a hurricane like they've never seen before. Clear radar, 45 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 60. I'm Ryan Hedrick for Guardian Wells Financial. Here's what's trending at 8:31. Melissa has strengthened into a rare Category 5 hurricane with winds reaching 175 miles an hour.
Tens of thousands are under evacuation orders in the region as the strongest storm recorded this year bears down on Jamaica, which has never in its history taken a direct hit from a Category 5 hurricane.
That's Fox's Lillian Wu.
It's expected to bring catastrophic winds, rain, flooding, and across the south, storm surge of up to 13 feet. The Jamaican Defense Force has been deployed to help, and the government says it's done all it can to prepare, warning that no infrastructure in the region can withstand a Category 5.
And forecasters say most wind damage in Jamaica is expected to occur on the western portion of the island. The government shut down now in day 28 as President Trump, speaking to troops on the USS George Washington in Japan, promises a raise with the catch.
But now, all we really have to do is get the Democrats to approve it.
but they'll come along. They always do.
And last week, both Senate Democrats and Republicans blocked each other's bills to pay federal workers and military members. Democrats say Republicans refuse to negotiate on expiring health care subsidies. Amazon says it is laying off nearly 30,000 corporate workers starting today. The jobs represent nearly 10% of the company's corporate workforce. You've likely heard that cops have arrested 2 men that they say were behind last week's heist at the Louvre Museum in Paris.
The 2 were known by police for past robberies. This one, authorities say, could have been commissioned. One suspect nabbed at the main Paris airport, ready to fly to Algeria. It's also reported $100 million worth of French crown jewels are still missing.
That's Fox's Greg Palcott in Paris. ICE is operating through the Indianapolis International Airport multiple times a week. Jarrett Lewis has the details.
According to the Indianapolis Airport Authority, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement is using the airport up to 3 times a week. Exactly what ICE is doing at the airport is unknown, but the IAA said they are working in a facility within the airport's International Arrivals Building, located across the property's airfield and away from commercial airline passengers. Indianapolis International is federally regulated as a public use airport, meaning the IAA must comply with FAA regulations and cannot interfere with federal aviation activities. ICE has not commented on the scope of their work at the Indy airport. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The NBA says they are launching a full review of gambling-related issues after its recent betting scandal and a couple of arrests by the FBI of current players and coaches. Last week, a memo sent to teams said the league wants to protect its integrity. Ideas are also being considered about changing the way how players' injuries are reported. In sports on WIBC, it was an instant classic in LA last night as Dodgers slugger Freddie Freeman stepped up to the plate in the 18th inning with the game tied at 5 and the series tied at 1.
Swing and a high fly ball center field. Varsho back near the wall at the track. Gone! Freddie Freeman! A home run to center field. Freeman walks it off in the 18th.
On ESPN Radio, the game lasted more than 6 hours and tied the longest game by innings in postseason history. The Dodgers are now 2 wins away from a World Series title. The 7-1 Indianapolis Colts, holding the league's best record, head to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers Sunday. Head coach Shane Steichen's offense is performing at a high level.
If I had to point to one thing, it's the points. I think just trying to score, every time you touch the ball was a huge part of it. I think the red zone efficiency has been really good.
And Sunday's game kicks off at 1. On Saturday in Maryland, number 2 IU visits the Terrapins. You can listen to the game right here on 93 WIBC beginning at 2:30. And Monday Night Football, the Kansas City Chiefs have won 3 in a row. They beat the Washington Commanders 28-7. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 8:35. Traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Bear.
Inbound 69, 12-minute delay after 116th Street, 282nd. Northbound 65 on the south side, slow through the construction after South Keystone Avenue up to the south split. That's a 6-minute delay. Inbound 70 slow in pocket, Shadeland Avenue to the north split. Southeast side, northbound 465 crash at 74. No delay, it's on the shoulder. And on the northwest side, northbound 465 just north of the 65 ramps. That is a vehicle fire. That's also on the shoulder, the right one, no delay. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
49 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:36.
How bad is it? Don't sugarcoat it. Give it to me straight. Want coffee?
I think I need some coffee.
Time to fill up on the news. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Dow futures up 226. NASDAQ futures are up 56. As we discussed, Amazon doing layoffs. It was the Wall Street Journal that said 30,000 jobs, corporate jobs, white-collar jobs. This is CNBC saying they're laying off 14,000 corporate employees, but that might just be the first tranche right there, relying on AI more than the people. West Texas crude is down. Oil prices per barrel at $60.37, dropping as we speak on the West Texas, coming out of the ground, out of the oceans. The Brent crude at $64.66 a barrel, and the 10-year Treasury back under 4 at 3.993. So it's found now over the last 2 weeks. We'll call it 2 weeks. We'll call it 2 weeks. It's found this home now at right there at that just under 4% number. It's why you saw so many mortgage applications last month. Gold prices under $4,000. $3,924 is the spot price on the gold. The silver off of its highs at $46.46. That is where we are at right now with the gold and silver. Lord only knows. This is profit taking. This is everybody calming down. This is some better look at the economy going forward. Of course, everything is looking at President Trump and possible trade deals going on with China. How is that going to play out? I already shared the conversation regarding soybeans. And while all this is happening, we still have a shutdown taking place. We're on day 94 trillion. And it has gotten so intense that the chaplain of the Senate is now getting in on this. By the way, if you've never heard the Rear Admiral Barry Black speak, what I would give, I've had people say to me, I get that you're in radio, you have a good radio voice, and I'm like, no, I do not. Matt Baer has a good radio voice. Matt Baer is a fine radio voice. Producer Carl, okay, no, terrible. But I do not have a good radio voice. Barry Black, the Rear Admiral, the Senate chaplain.
Let us pray. Eternal God, our King, when our children and grandchildren want to know what we were doing in the 119th Congress during the famous shutdown, may we not have to give these answers. I helped set a new record for keeping the government closed. I failed to appeal to the better angels of my nature. I forgot Matthew 7:12, which states, "Do to others whatever you would like them to do to you." This is the essence of all that is taught in the law and prophets. Lord, remind our lawmakers that no gold medals are given for breaking shutdown records, but a crown of righteousness is given to those who take care of the lost, last, and least. We pray in your loving name. Amen.
Oh my. Oh my goodness. That's the Senate chaplain. Philip on the News, presented by Simple Quarters. Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters. 317-900-HOME. 317-900-HOME. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
One of the most remarkable relationships in the entire world.
93 WIBC.
He doesn't think Hoosiers appreciate politicians telling them what to do.
What happens next?
14,000 jobs will be lost.
Happens here.
70 firefighters from 7 different stations
Stay in the know
work to bring the fire under control
while you're on the go.
2 to 3 feet of precipitation, maybe even 4 feet of rain.
Cooler weather is going to stick around because, after all, it is fall.
On air, online, and on Alexa.
Picture this. Your career ends, your paycheck stops. Suddenly you're conducting your retirement with no sheet music. Don't let that happen. I'm Jason Hutchins, and after years of guiding Hoosier families through retirement planning, I put together some of the most important lessons into one simple, easy-to-read book, Orchestrate Your Retirement, a guide to composing a financially tuned plan. Get a copy mailed to you at no cost. Call 317-660-0929. That's 317-660-0929. This book is packed with real-world stories and strategies on income, Social Security, taxes, and how to protect what you've worked so hard to build. Call Guardian Wells Financial at 317-660-0929. That's 660-0929 and ask for your copy. No pressure, no strings attached. Supplies are limited, so when they're gone, they're gone. Orchestrate your retirement. The rhythm of your future starts here.
Investment advisory services offered through Creative One Wealth LLC, a registered investment advisor. Guardian Wells Financial is not affiliated with Creative One Wealth or with any government agency. Licensed insurance professionals.
At Life Church, we believe that the truth of the Word of God is for all ages and vital to their ability to thrive in our current culture.
Barna research shows a child's faith is often set by age 13. That's why we're passionate about reaching kids and teens with truth and love right now.
With safe spaces, committed volunteers, and a foundation built on God's Word, Life Church is here to help your whole family grow in Jesus.
Whether your kids are just starting out or learning to own their faith, we're ready to walk that journey with you.
Go to lifechurchin.com for service times and locations. Parents, you can do this. We will help you.
Hi, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions, Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-757-6979 or chimneyindy.com.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Colts fans, get your game face on at the ultimate Colts tailgate at the Slippery Noodle. Sunday, November 30th at 9:30 a.m. Kick off your day with food, drinks, tailgate games, and nonstop pregame action. Rally with fellow fans, fuel up, and get pumped.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what are you doing?
Inbound 69, 6-minute delay, 106, 2465. Northwest side, that's a vehicle fire on northbound 465 after the 65 ramps. It's on the right shoulder, no delay. Inbound 70, slow in pockets, Emerson to the north split. Northbound 65, south side, stop and go traffic after Keystone Avenue into the south split, delayed 4 minutes because of construction. Also a crash on the west side, this is Tremont Street, south of 16th. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or drexelin.com today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
49 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:46. My problem is I know the theme song. I think I'm confusing the show. And I don't think I should confuse the show. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. It's time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Here is how we play our game. Producer Carl. By the way, Producer Carl is back. It's good to have him. He has selected a television theme song from yesteryear. I have to figure out what it is. I, of course, can ask the chat room. And as usual, I will start by phoning a friend. And that friend is Matt Bear. Matt Bear, what is this television theme song?
I believe that's The Handmaid's Tale, Tony.
Nicely done. Well played. Good work. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the theme to Dick Van Dyke. Woohoo! That's classic television, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, Dick Van Dyke is 100 years old. He refuses to go. And I believe when last asked about it, he said, have you seen Keith Richards? I'm outliving that guy. That's, I believe, what he said. So, if we're going sound effect for sound effect there, producer Carl, I will crush you. Okay, it's on. All right. It's on.
What would Brian Boitano do if he was here right now? He'd make a plan and he'd follow through. That's what Brian Boitano do.
Meow.
Beer.
I can do this all day. All day, son.
It stinks. All right, you won.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much.
But this whole place sucks.
It took years to be this prepared for that moment of battle. I didn't even get into the really old school.
Elementary, my dear, 2 times 2 is 4. Elementary, my dear, 2 times 3 is 6.
And then I've got the whole Tara Hastings board.
Ooh, okay.
Right, so I'm well prepared. On Tony Katz today at noon, we will get more into President Trump's trip to Asia, meeting with the Japanese Prime Minister today. And I'm telling you, this is more important than I think is being let on. This is about how one is going to deal with Chinese hegemonic power. And it's incredibly important. Thwarting the communist Chinese is everything. Then again, thwarting communists is always important. This story that Mamdani, the guy running for mayor in New York, he's like the discrimination my auntie felt after September 11th. She was afraid to ride a subway. And then it wasn't my aunt, it was my cousin. And then people are like, you don't know the colloquialism regarding auntie and what that means? Allow me. All communists lie all the time. And Mamdani is a liar and a fraud. And for the record, September 11th happens. You didn't see a spate of mosques being burned, nor did you see Muslims being attacked on the streets. You could have had someone acting like a jerk. It's nonsense. So is Islamophobia, by the way. It's nonsense. An irrational fear of Muslims, no. Now, a true disgust with Islamists, absolutely every day. Incompatible with Western civilization. There's just no debate. We're going to discuss the fact that Islam needs a reformation? It needs a reformation. The Islamist is not compatible with the Muslim. Based on what we know to be true on history, on reality. You're going to now tell me about how Zoran Mamdani, this communist, by the way, communism, incompatible with Western civilization, incompatible with rational life. You're going to tell me he isn't what he is? He is what he is. So let's not lie to each other. Let's not be this level of fool. No. And yeah, we have to fight it. We have to fight it everywhere because these people, they don't stop, they don't rest, they don't quit. They are all liars, all of them. All communists are liars, all Islamists are liars. And why are they working together? The destruction of Western civilization. This is not some kind of just talking point. The reality is all around us. All we have to do is be willing to recognize it. Doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter. Bernie and Ocasio-Cortez and Mamdani, they have this rally and thousands of people show up in New York. It's pathetic. They're pathetic people. They certainly don't believe in the America you and I believe in. You think that Jesse Brown believes in the America you and I believe in? Absolutely not. You actually think business should be taken from the ownership and given to the workers? You still believe this lie, this nonsense, this failed concept? There's one guy at the top, and you end up in a gulag, and that's communism. The facts are the facts. Well, the problem, Tony, is that real communism hasn't been tried. Okay. You keep trying to sell that. Do not let these people have power. Do not let them near power. Do not vote for them in any way, shape, or form. I will have more on this on Tony Katz today at noon. The redistricting, of course, is going to be the larger scale conversation. The redistricting is going to go on. The special session has been called for Monday. Now, who knows if they'll actually convene on Monday for the special session regarding redistricting. I will, first things first, always focus. And just because you're focusing on one thing doesn't mean you can't focus on something else at the same time. You could do more than one thing at a time. But it doesn't mean you can't get to something else next. I will get into what that is. I put forth to you that the people opposed to redistricting, I believe, are wrong. Democrats screaming about it's stealing and you can't win the honest way. This is all the honest way. A legal political process. Why don't you go be better candidates and beat some Republicans? But you're not able to. This is about you. You think you're connected to Hoosiers? You think you're representative of Hoosiers? Not true, not so. If only because the election result tells me so. Republicans opposed to redistricting, I don't think have a clear understanding, or I should say it differently, appreciation for the nationwide fight and what part of, I believe, their job is. But to the concept of why is Indiana focused on this, I think you're seeing it wrong. I think the calling of the special session has created a great opportunity. And that opportunity has a name, and it's called precedent. And I will discuss what we're going to do with that precedent. But first, let's have the special session. Let us call our members of the Indiana Senate, and let's redistrict. I favor this, and I will keep doing so. Catch it noon. Matt Bear has traffic.
Inbound 69, slow after 106th Street, 247.